I kill pedophiles cause I'm not one. Blow their balls off with a sawed-off shotgun. And if their victims end up being into children, I kill them. Yo, I kill Nazis, I kill people who talk to Nazis. I kill the paparazzi who shot me, trying to dox me. I kill Antifa, I'll teach you to protest peaceful. Plus I kill police who peg people with less lethals. Yo, if you kill black people, I kill you. And if you are black, well I still do. I kill Jews, depending on what side they're on. Plus I kill kids taking pictures of their dicks, that's child porn. I kill pregnant women at abortion clinic as I kill the protesters trying to storm in. I rape racists and castrate rapists who else? I kill trans people if they fucking try to kill themselves. Please don't do this. I don't wanna watch you cry. Please don't hate me. I'm American as apple pie. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to make you lose your mind. The dream is over. Fuck you, bitch. I'd rather it out my eyes. Dry drunk, high strung. Only time I'm fun is right after I come. And I fuck once every 5 months. And time's up. Hashtag time's up. Might be your body, but it's my cunt. What the fuck you think I hate him so much? I'm Trump, and this YouTube channel is just mine. I'd rather read Zyklon, beat and bite my tongue. Used to want to murder conservatives, I ain't proud of it. Back home being Republican wasn't allowed, was it? I spent my life in closets, now I'm coming out of them. Your friends and family, they don't really stick around. Cause it's funny, when your heart breaks, it doesn't make a sound, does it? Pick up the pieces, Max, get yourself some counseling. Now I don't bow down, found out how to be loud. Fuck it, and when you cowards found me, I'll make sure that there's a crowd watching. Please don't do this. I don't wanna watch you cry. Please don't hate me. I'm American as apple pie. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to make you lose your mind. The dream is over. Fuck you, bitch. I'd rather it out my eyes. Please don't do this. I don't wanna watch you cry. Please don't hate me. I'm American as apple pie. I'm so sorry. Didn't mean to make you lose your mind. The dream is over. Fuck you, bitch. I'd rather it out my eyes.
Traveling in a freighter combi on a hippie trailhead full of zombies. I met a strange lady, she made me nervous. She took me in and gave me breakfast. She said, do you come from a land down under, where women glow and men wonder? Can't you hear the thunder? You better run, you better take cover. Buying bread from a man in Brussels. He was 6'4" and full of muscle. I said, do you speak my language?
a voice in the storm, a man of conviction, a heart reborn. He spoke the truth when the cost was high. He lived for Jesus, unafraid to die.
My name is Giovanni Giorgio, but everybody.
He stood unshaken.
What's up? I've not listened to this far in the song.
You'll be blown up soon. This is not funny. I am pressing.
Why did they use Daniel Larson? Can you see how it looks like I'm like about to have a seizure? Liam Donovan, except I only play remixes of We Are Charlie Kirk. How is that for a channel idea? Is that good? Would you guys watch that? Alright. So we've got 3 minutes. We can try calling him early, but we agreed to 7 p.m. Okay. My time. My time. So, I look like Christian. Thank you. I just don't have the medallion because it's cursed. So, I'm going to be doing my best to pay attention to chat. If there's something you really want to ask, I'd recommend donating. Shocker that I would recommend that, right? But yeah, that's how we're doing it. I already have a bunch of questions, and you know, so the only reason he would agree to be on my stream is if ZV and what's his name? Hi, Fat Aid Suck. Hi. ZV and Jerry were there, so they will both be there. And also, I don't think I'm allowed to have call-ins, so we'll see. We'll see if he allows call-ins, then it'll happen. If not, then it's just gonna be me. It's just gonna be me raw. I am under the impression that call-ins are not happening. So, yeah. Going Jewish with the questions? Absolutely. Yes, sir. Also, while I was beginning, I just wanted to say thank you for the 10 and the 2. Appreciate it. Flavor and Pink Circle. Really appreciate it. So, let's just go ahead and try and call him. Let's go for it. All right. Dee-dee-doo. Da-da-da. Dee-dee-doo. We are Charlie Kirk. I called the wrong group chat. Hold on. We carry the flame. I still think that Faugi needs to do an opera version. All right. There we go. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, man. What are the odds that all of them simultaneously just don't pick up? What do we think?
Yeah, no one's gonna pick up, bro.
Okay, dude. Hello, ZV.
Oh, hi, Hippie.
Okay. Where's everybody else?
Dick so far down your throat, you're not gonna be able to talk for a week. Okay.
Okay. Hello,
Can you
Eminem
randomly out
Jason.
of nowhere
Yeah,
start singing
sorry for
Charlie
that.
Kirk?
I'm not gonna lie, totally passed out.
You're fine. Thank you, Amos, for the 5. All right. So, how are you doing?
It's been an interesting month.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Anything that you want to say before we start? Because I'm just gonna ask you some questions.
No matter how this goes, I'm moving on from the drama, going forward. So this is gonna be like the last thing I talk about when it comes to this. That's why I'm kind of just like, all right, let's just get everything out of the way. So it's just I'm able to do that.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. All right. So I'm going straight into it, right? How old was Avalon when you first met him?
I think he was around 16.
So you became friends with him when he was 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
We kind of fell out of because I met him through another YouTuber, and he was just like a part of a friend group that I was part of. We fell out of touch for a while, but he got back into contact with me last year,
So when he
like
was
towards the
7,
end of it.
when he was 17.
Yeah.
Okay. How long ago did you get back into contact out of curiosity?
God, it had to be like because he messaged me like once before October, but I think that was like the time that we like messaged again.
So
So
gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Wait, so last October?
yeah,
Okay, got it. Okay, and then so were you in or out here? Let me just share my screen real quick. Were you in and or out of contact with Avalon when he posted a picture that was like this of his Femboy outfit
I was in contact with him.
in
I
your
believe I
server,
went over
right?
this on. I did not know he posted this on my server, but I did know he posted this on social media, and I actually reached out to him to tell him, "Hey, man, this might not be a good idea. This might not be like the best thing for you to post on Twitter."
How did you not know that he posted it in your server?
I mean, I don't know. I guess I missed it,
And
which isn't the best of me. I should probably be more vigilant of stuff like that.
was your server 16 plus or 18 plus at this time?
It was. I mean, I like I said, I still don't even know when he posted this, but I mean, I'm going to assume it was probably 16 plus.
He posted it when he was 16, so it would have been 2 years ago.
Okay, yeah, then it was probably 16 plus. I could be wrong though. So
Okay. Okay. Well, since we're on that topic, let's just go ahead and get the other one out of the way. I don't know if you know about this one. So why did you post this in your 16 plus server?
yeah, I've had a pretty shitty history when it came to managing my server. I haven't exactly been the best of it. Like I said, my server has changed from 16 plus to 18 plus. It's been both. So yeah, there's definitely been just a it's gone back and forth as to which one it's been both times.
Can you answer the question?
Yeah, I mean, there's not really. Obviously, it was for drama reasons, but yeah, it's probably not the best idea.
It was for. Can you explain how it was for drama reasons?
Because it's on a creator that I was covering at the time when I was doing furry content.
By the way, we censored that image.
Mm.
So that was like an uncensored, like furry porn, essentially, right? In your
Yeah.
16 plus server.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. Got it. So is your server now 18 plus?
Yeah. It's
So
just
you-
fully 18 plus.
And so you got all 9 of the minors that.
Yeah, I know I was sent some of the names yesterday, but those were already people that I gotten a while ago. Or some of them were.
Well, those were names that we got just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And they all had their ages in their bios.
And Z reached out to me and was like, "Hey man, you missed a couple." And I was like, "Oh, let me get those."
Okay. Okay. So, what's your opinion on that, right? I want to hear like your own in your own words, like how you feel that your server has been handled.
Definitely not the best. I will say I definitely could be doing a lot better. There were more moderation, but ever since my server was kind of dead for a while, I just became the only real moderator. I mean, I think Z's the first other member of moderation that I've added in a while. I'm like the only one who actively keeps an eye on my server.
So, let's say hypothetically, we had 2 different archives of your server. Are we gonna find anything in there?
What do you mean?
Are we gonna find more stuff like that?
Probably.
I would say, I don't know if you saw the stream Himpleton yesterday, but there's a video by, and I'm quoting Vexium because Vexium is someone that logs everything. I hate the guy because he's probably some sort of, offender of some flavor. I don't know what, but he did go through every single thing in Wolf's server, and there was like 7 different points, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it
I mean,
definitely
that's-
wasn't just this. This was brought up on
Yeah,
the
no,
stream,
I mean,
yesterday.
yeah, my server's been handled pretty shittily.
No.
Did you remove anything inappropriate from your server in the last month or so?
In the last month or so, no, but I have a while ago when people called it out.
Mhm.
I kind of did like a whole server wipe a little bit ago.
Why does everybody hate Jerry? The fuck?
What did I do, bro?
I actually do
We
not
get
know.
one
I'm not
person
caught
of
up.
color on the stream, and suddenly chat.
All right,
hates him.
listen.
Come on.
All right, guys.
Chat, stop the
Oh, yeah.
chat, stop the monkey emojis. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's not happening. That's not happening. I'm kidding. Okay. Interesting. Did you masturbate on a call with Avalon and Parlo?
Yeah.
Did you
Damn.
ask for consent to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of wearing a pretty revealing outfit at that time in the group chat.
And you directly asked, can I jack off?
I was like, yeah, you guys okay if I do this?
And they both said yes.
I know for a fact Parlo was fine with it. I don't. I mean, there's potential Zillow wasn't, but I was not aware of that.
Did he say yes?
Yeah,
No. Did Avalon say yes?
that was yeah. I was like,
But then why is there potential for him to have not been fine with it?
well, because he could have told me yes, but he like it's the whole thing with like the it's like like they could have told me yes, but they could have not felt that way. Like that's what's been going on throughout this whole situation.
Okay.
It's like I say. I mean, I go off of what people say, but it's become pretty clear now that people, I can't even trust that. So I don't even fucking know at this point.
But okay. But if he had said yes initially, wouldn't that be the first thing that you let off with?
Yeah.
Why didn't you lead off with that then? Why'd you lead off with he might have not been okay with it?
Because I mean, I'm just trying to take an objective look at the situation. I don't know.
But I mean, don't you agree that him saying yes would have been objectively what happened if that was true?
Yeah.
So is it true? Or did he just not say anything?
I think it leads into like there's a lot of situations.
No, Jerry,
where,
Jerry. You can talk in a second.
Okay.
He was fine with it.
But did he say yes or did he not say anything?
It was kind of like a mix of it was like, hey, do you guys mind if I do this? And he was like, eh. It was kind of like disinterest in general. Because I mean, like, it wasn't the only sexual thing that happened in that call. Like I said, I was wearing a revealing outfit during that time. So it wasn't just like that was just out of the blue, out of nowhere.
Did anyone else have face cam on? Because you had face cam on when this happened, correct?
Parlo did.
But you had face cam on when this happened, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Sorry, that just threw me for a little bit of loop. When you said more sexual stuff happened in the call, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, like I said, the whole purpose of that call was for me to show off the outfit I had.
Okay.
That was yeah.
When did this call happen?
It was in the Oktoberfest group chat, so probably like a week or two before probably just like a week before the trip.
So, can you recognize that even if you didn't mean to, you lied to me within the last like 45 seconds?
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know, man. I'm trying my best not to do that in this situation. I know we talked about it. It's just a response that I'm trying not to do as best I can.
Okay. I mean, thanks for. I mean, I don't even know if you told me the truth when you said that he said eh, right? But like, you understand how because you lied right off the get-go. Now I don't even know if when you backpedaled and said that he just said eh, like if that's the truth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I'm trying my hardest to just be as truthful as I can.
Okay. Okay. Speaking of lying, did you lie about our conversations?
Yeah. The first one that we talked about on Dicker's stream, yeah.
What did you lie about?
I mean, I was pretty vengeful towards Parlo in general for the whole thing.
But you said that you weren't, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Which I did apologize to you for in private, but I'll do it here again.
right. So do you believe that you threw me under the bus to
Yeah,
like
there's definitely an element to that.
to take away accountability from yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, do you have anything to say about that?
I mean, I apologize to you in private, but like I said, I'll do it here again. That was kind of fucked.
Yeah. Okay. I could have I archived all of our DMs, right?
Yeah.
And you know that I recorded multiple of our calls, right?
Yeah.
And I could have leaked those at any time.
Mm.
And it would have made you look significantly worse.
Yeah.
But I didn't because I'm just cool like that. So why'd you delete DMs during conversations with Dickers?
With in where, in like the server or with people, or
You
Like with
deleted DMs with Byte.
oh, that one DM. Yeah,
Talking
I
about
don't
trying to
have-
get Parlo in to cuddle.
Yeah, I don't have any excuse for that. I know we lined up the time frames, and had I not deleted that, I would have been fine. But it's like I said, it was kind of just a panic response. Even in my response video, I was like, "Yeah, there's not really an excuse for this. I kind of fucked up here."
So, but why did you do it? Because it undermined your own account of events when it came to going back and
I
forth
don't
with the
have any
charger?
reason for. I don't have any reason for why I did it.
Well, it did.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know it happened. I'm just.
Well, but what I'm saying is it did undermine your recounting of events going back and forth, to get on your phone or whatever.
Yeah.
So, if I had to, theory craft there, I would say that's probably why you deleted it.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay.
Can I, real quick, I do want to add on to that though. Can I
Go ahead.
point something out as well?
Sure.
I noticed this wasn't something a lot of people talked about, but I when I posted the DMs I had with Parlo, and Parlo was deleting like entire conversations, obviously it doesn't make it look better that I did that, but I did also want to bring more attention to that as well, that entire conversations between me and Parlo have been deleted.
Okay. I'm also hearing from Avalon that Avalon did not say yes to you masturbating. Do you wish to dispute that in any way?
I mean, we can't really prove it one way or another, so we'd just be arguing about something that's unprovable.
I'm not asking you to provably dispute
I mean, yeah,
it. I'm asking.
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna say the otherwise, but
Well, but you already agreed with me that he didn't say yes. He just said eh.
Yeah.
So then that would be true, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Why did you delete the DM with Avalon where you shared you asking Parlo if you wanted a threesome?
Because at the time I figured, in retrospect, it was kind of inappropriate to have shared that.
Well,
I wasn't planning on bringing that topic of conversation back up.
But you did.
Yeah.
You didn't delete it after you sent it a day later. You deleted it when you were getting shit for it.
During this situation, I did not go back and delete any DMs with Avalon during this entire situation.
So when did you delete the Avalon DM asking?
It had to be shortly afterwards, after we had that conversation.
Shortly after you sent it.
Yeah. Because I can tell you, during this situation, I have not gone back in my DMs to delete anything with Avalon or Parlo.
Okay. I hope that that's not proven wrong.
Hmm.
Let's see. Why did you lie about Avalon coming on to you first?
Well, because here's the thing: is I did not propose the idea of having a threesome with him, at all. It was after he turned 18 that he kind of was like, "Hey, what's like when you talked about this, were you referring to me?" And I said, "No, I was not referring to you when I said like someone I trust or anything like that." And then Avalon was like, "Oh, well, I mean, I'm down anyway if you want to." And I was kind of hesitant, pretty off put by that, and I was like, I don't know about like the morality or the ethics of that. And Avalon kept telling me that like he didn't see a problem with it.
Didn't see a problem with it. So hold on.
I'll sec, let me grab something.
Okay. Let me know when you're back.
There we go.
So you said that you didn't bring up the idea of the threesome to Avalon. But on our call last night, you admitted multiple times, because I pressed you on it, that you bringing up the idea of a threesome period, even not involving Avalon, within itself is pretty much bringing up the idea of a threesome, is it not?
It wasn't intentionally or like meant to do that, but I understand where that perspective comes from. Like I understand the
Sorry.
What?
I was coughing, bro. I choked. Can we both acknowledge
crazy,
that
that's
it's
crazy.
your responsibility as the adult in the situation to know stuff, to be responsible enough to like not
yeah.
and like regardless of that fact, it is still true that you were bringing up sexual situations with Avalon before he turned 18, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So direct your attention to these screenshots here. Make sure the chat can see. So this is Avalon talking about this occasion. Now, so it wasn't a week before the which is what you told me. It was around 3 months before, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is him saying that he's doing weird shit, and then this is a follow-up message. Turn off your camera.
No, wait. This is the this is UK format. That goes day, month, year.
Ah, okay. Okay, I'll give you that. That's fine. I'm not unfair. I'm not malicious here. All right. So that was 10/7. Okay. So
Yeah,
it was a couple of weeks before the meetup. Okay.
It was, yeah, because I left on the 10th.
Okay.
So that would be, there we go.
It doesn't change the fact that like this is pretty clearly an indication that he's not really into this, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Sure. So, let's see. I think we already covered the stuff between us. Just asking somebody a question here. So, do you have a reason for lying about, like, because we kind of danced around that a little bit, but we didn't really hit the nail on the head here. Do you have a reason for lying about the whole Avalon thing? Lying about never being sexual with him before he was 18? Lying about him coming on to you first?
Well, because to me, the whole, like, being sexual thing would be, like, me trying to, like, it's just how I interpreted it, is, like, I thought it was, like, people saying I was, like, trying to persuade him into sex. Like, that's how I interpreted that.
Is bringing up sexual situations being sexual?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So, and I think that you're smart enough to know that, right?
Yeah.
So my case rests. Like, that's still intentionally concealing that, correct?
Yeah, it's not very responsible of me.
It's not even just that it's not very responsible of you, it's that you concealed that fact, right?
Mm.
Okay. So, is there anything I don't know about that's going to come up in the Vexium Swift coverage I'm doing after this that you want to address in advance?
Not really.
Okay. Why'd you defend Vexium Swift, by the way?
I was I didn't think that he was as bad as he was. I have I've talked about that whole thing before. I thought he wasn't anywhere near as shitty as he was. And it wasn't just I mean Jerry was in that space around as well. Vexium Swift has a very manipulative personality. And he got a lot of people to run defenses for him.
PACKWATCH hashtag pizza
I
boy
mean, he
hashtag
really
no
didn't deserve
valid
to have any
lawsuit.
of these people run defenses for him.
Okay.
So it wasn't just me. There were other content creators like defending him. It wasn't until I saw a video clip, because the entire reason I defended him is I was like, he was being accused of being into, like, basically bestiality porn, and the entire reason I defended him is I didn't see, like, anything, like, concrete. I didn't see any, like, there wasn't anything to me that, like, said this guy was into bestiality. It wasn't until I saw a clip where someone was directly asking if he was, like, directly like uncool with that type of pornography, that he was like, no, I'm not gonna say that I'm not okay with that. And that was when I was like, okay, this guy clearly lied to me. And that's when I took down my video.
What's the difference between the furry porn with anatomically correct animal penises that you were a fan of versus the Vexium Swift stuff? And I'm genuinely asking. This is not an attempt at a gotcha.
Because, and this is something I saw when people, like, criticized me for calling out rags. There's a bit of a difference between, like, an anthropomorphic furry character and, like, two dogs having sex. Like, I mean, can we agree on that?
So,
a bit of a difference between a four-legged animal and a two-legged character.
Okay.
Yeah. To clarify, Vex is into, like, drawn animals, like drawn, like, not for anthro at all. Drawn animals. He also got caught liking an actual bestiality creator's he commented under a like actual dog fucker on Twitter on an alt account. Or no, that was on main, actually, on main. He is well, yeah. So
Got it.
that was pretty terrible.
Okay. Got it. So you and Avalon started like the sexual conversations or sexual topics that got brought up, right? That didn't start until like that didn't start before you guys like had that like time where you stopped talking, right?
No.
Why did you guys stop talking?
Because of the Vexium Swift stuff. I was dating someone at the time who was pretty heavily against him, and ultimately was the person who got him to basically admit that he's into like feral porn. And he basically made an ultimatum of him or my girlfriend at the time.
Of either Avalon or your girlfriend?
No, being friends
Vexium.
with Vex and his and everyone around him, or my at the time girlfriend.
Avalon made that.
No, Vex did.
I was asking why Avalon. So Avalon was friends with Vex?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you delete that threesome thing after the trip?
No.
Be honest.
I mean, I no.
What if that screenshot happened after the trip? What would be your response there?
I mean, I need to see it. I was asking Dickers and all them for a time frame last night, and I wasn't told when there was one, so I have no idea.
Okay, I'm working on it. Because parties behind the scenes are very, very sure that it was screenshotted after the trip. What would be your response if you found out that it was screenshotted after the trip?
I mean, it would not be a good look, but like I said, I mean, I didn't even know about that whole like I didn't even know about that whole thing until like that was all sent to me. I didn't know that it's probably another situation like the bite thing. Like I deleted something out of panic.
Right, but you told me that you deleted it shortly after and before the trip.
Yeah.
So you're saying the reason that you would have lied about that right now would have been because
Yeah.
it was a panic thing?
Yeah.
So you do know that you deleted it after the trip?
I have no idea when this was deleted. I was giving my best recounting of when it was before.
Well, no offense, but I've heard that one before with you. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. What has been the purpose of these call-ins for the past like month?
I have no idea.
Is there a mentality within you where you think one more call-in and I'll win?
No, that's specifically why I was offline for a bit.
You were offline for like a week.
Yeah.
That's nothing. and then you went right back to calling in.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said like, no matter what, after this one, it's I'm just moving on. Sorry, there's a lot of fucking loud-ass motorcycle outside.
It's fine. So, like, it's actually almost worse that you're saying this, because like you can't just say that like you thought you could be able to convince people that you're in the right. Like, you're essentially just telling me that the reason that you called in is because you're fucking retarded, right? And I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm just telling you that like if you have no reason to call in, like it genuinely just
I mean, it is part of the reason I thought I could like convince people.
right. And that's what I asked you the first time.
But as we talked about last night, this was just to like get everything out there, get everything out of the way, and then just move on from the situation. Which is what I started this off with. Like, this is my last time speaking about this.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it last time?
Well, that was before the allegations ramped up to be more serious.
No, I'm talking about last time, because you've said this several times now. I'm talking about when you made me and Falgi leave the call just so you could call into Dickers and like scream at Parlo.
Yeah. Well, I told Dickers after I got off that was like the only reason. I just wanted to yell at Parlo.
But you also, in that call, you say you're done with it.
Well, that was before the whole like allegation ramped up.
How did it ramp up between those two times?
Like the whole Avalon stuff. Because that was before my response video was even out. That was like 3 days before my... No, it was like the day before my response video was out.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I feel like you're gonna invent reasons to continue calling in, but
I can assure you I will not.
your history does not help. And if it's your word versus your history, I'm gonna believe your history, to be completely honest.
I understand that.
Okay.
But I can assure you, no matter what, I'm just going to be moving forward. And if you don't believe me right now, I'll just have to let my actions show that.
Okay, I need to ask somebody a question. Hold on. Jojo, check DMs. If you're watching this, which I know you are, because you're in chat. Now, ZV just DM'd me and said, you said you'd be nice, heartbreak emoji. I said I would be tough but fair, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm being tough but fair. That's what I'm doing.
No, that is fair.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
I haven't said I'm gonna stick my dick down your throat. I haven't said I'm gonna rape you.
Yeah,
I haven't been hyperbolic. I could be a lot meaner.
Rude. You're so mean looking right there. I'm like that, Hibbleton. I'm gonna get you back for that. Evil man.
A lot of the reason that I was pushing Wolf and Xavier was to come on a stream is because the guy fucking lied about a lot of shit for no reason. Like it was just like, what did you have for breakfast? I had a chocolate cake. Nah, there's a video of you having spaghetti. Why'd you lie about that? Well, I have no reason to, but I just lied. And I feel like a lot of things, like what you brought up, it's just meaningless semantic lies that make bro look bad. That bro can just like acknowledge he lied on and then move on.
Here's the
Because I
problem,
feel
though.
like-
Here's the problem, though. These are not just semantical lies.
Oh
These
yeah,
are,
no, 100%.
These are deleting evidence. These are lying about key details when it comes to bringing up sexual situations with a 17-year-old. These are like you can call the lies stupid when it comes to throwing me under the bus and misrepresenting our calls together and trying to avoid accountability when it comes to that. But you cannot say that about stuff like the Avalon stuff. You cannot say that about a lot of these other things. Like, you could make that argument for some of these things, but in truth, that is... some of them are. Some of them are very confusing. Some of them are like, I don't even understand why he's lying about this. But then some of these are like, I can understand why he would lie about this, but it makes it far worse that he does.
No, that's exactly. But like, great example, he banned random people from his server yesterday for
Hey,
literally no
I didn't
reason.
do that. That wasn't even me.
Who was it? There's no
That was
other
me.
mods. ZD, are you even a mod in his server?
Yeah.
Was it you? Was it you that did it? Alright, yeah, damn. I'm not surprised. Why? Why are we banning people for no reason? Like you're not hiding anything. I'm just saying, like, stuff like that. Bro can just like acknowledge that he did that. And with the worst shit, like you said, he lies about everything. And I feel like just being like, even if it's fucked up, just acknowledging that he did it and then moving on. Because there's a lot of shit that Wolf lied about on record that he never corrected. That, well, a lot of it is semantical, a lot of it isn't, which is a fair point. But it's like, if he just acknowledges what he did, the true facts of the situation aren't even that bad. It's just you're making it look worse by being very shady in how you respond.
That's why I came on here, and that's why I told you last night, Himpleton, to not let me try to get away with anything. Even if I attempt to. Like, I'm not gonna try to, but even if I do, don't let me. Like, if you see bullshit, call me out on it.
Yeah, which is fair. Let me see. Hey, if I disappear from call for about 2 seconds, I will be back, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to try to use the mobile function to call somebody to see if I can ask this. God damn it. Jojo, I see you in chat, bro. Just answer my fucking DMs. Answer my fucking DMs, bruh. God damn. Hold on. Alright. Sorry about that. Can you hear me? Hello? Did I fuck it up? I think I fucked it up. Hold on. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Okay. Great. Thank you. Did you have a girlfriend a few years ago? Wolfgang? 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 Wolfgang?
Give him a minute. Just give him a minute.
Oh, what happened? Sorry, I was using the bathroom.
All good. Did you have a girlfriend a few years ago?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was a completely unproblematic age gap of 19 and 17, correct?
Yeah.
Right. Did you ever attempt to get her to meet up with you?
Uh, yeah.
Okay. Did you ever attempt to get her to send nudes to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want, I can go into detail about this. We dated for like a few days, like a month before she turned 18.
But you were attempting to get nudes from her when she was 17, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember being confronted about that?
Yeah. I responded very poorly at the time, but now in retrospect, I'm just like, it's 2-year age gap. Who gives a shit?
Well, it is still CP under federal law.
Mm.
You know that, right? Okay. How did you respond to it at the time when you were confronted about it?
I was just like, no, that's not at all how that shit works.
Didn't you cite the Romeo and Juliet law?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then when it was explained to you that that's not how it works and it's still CP, what was your response?
I have no idea. I don't remember. This was like 2 years ago.
You disagreed. Okay. Got it. There are tweets about this.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll look at those later. So in your response video, when you play the leaked recording of Parlo, why did you crop out the part where you apologize for the shower incident?
I just wanted to get like the basic premise. I didn't want to include like the whole fucking call because it was like super long.
Why would you crop out one of the key parts of the call where you apologize for something?
I apologized for if I made him feel that way, but I know the whole thing was like I barged in the shower with Parlo, but that's not what happened.
I rest my case. Why would you cut out you apologizing for the shower incident, even if it was just you saying, I'm sorry if you felt that way?
Because I didn't feel like it was relevant, I guess. And
how is it not relevant?
Well, because it's just, it's not like me admitting to doing something. It's just me saying, I'm sorry if that's how you felt.
Okay. So, in that leaked recording, Parlo mentions that he didn't want to engage with you in the shower, and you don't deny this at all, and instead apologize if that's how he felt. So is that,
Yeah.
would you consider that important context?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. And so why wouldn't you deny that that wasn't the case, if that wasn't the case?
Mm. Well, because I mean, it's just me. Like, as I've said, that is not what I was told at the time. I was told like, yeah, sure, we can shower together. But then when he's like, I felt pressured to do a lot of the shit, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry if I made you feel that way.
But that's not the question
Like-
I asked.
Can you repeat the question?
If you're being levied with an accusation such as, like, I didn't want to engage with you in the shower. If that wasn't the case, wouldn't you naturally respond, that's not true?
Hmm.
But you didn't deny it, and then you apologized after.
I said I was sorry if you felt that way.
But you
And
didn't deny it, correct?
I didn't have time to because he switched to a different topic almost immediately. Because it was like the shower thing, and then he moved on to something else.
Has that full leaked recording been released to the public?
Yeah, I think it was in his document.
Oh, it was the one in the document. So I guess we can see if that's true. We could right now, unless you wanna. So did he really switch topics that quickly, or did you just not say it?
He switched topics.
Okay. I guess let's check it out. Wrong document. That's the Anthrocon document. Somebody get this. Somebody give me the goddamn document.
Somebody get this man a shield.
Yeah. Okay, well, while somebody's sending me the goddamn document. Alright. We're getting
Wait, what are you
that.
looking for him, P? What are you looking for?
We're just getting the recording of him saying sorry if you felt that way, all the shower stuff. We're getting that.
Oh, okay.
But in the meantime, as I'm getting that,
Yes, EV check DMs.
Okay.
So when this 17-year-old thing happened, like of you wanting the the nudes with your girlfriend, like I'm not acting like this is a random person. Did you consult a furry buddy of yours that was a cop?
Yeah, I was like, what, like, what's going on with this? And they were like, no, yeah, you're fine. I was like, all right.
I would never want to blow up that guy's spot, but that guy needs to be fucking fired, man. That's insane. Holy shit. Okay, got it. Okay. Gotcha. Let's see. I got this recording. I got the doc pulled up. I don't remember what fucking page the fucking recording is in. Oh, the first cop. I can't get over that. Here it is. All right, let's listen to this together. I will share my screen. I'm assuming you are barring any call-ins, correct?
Yeah.
What
Like
if
I
it
said,
was?
I just want to do this and then get out of here.
What if it was Ace Howler?
No,
Ace
Not
Howler?
Ace. Not Ace Howler.
no one.
Ace Howler? You sure? You sure you don't want to talk to Ace? I mean, he's a nice
No.
guy.
Ace is fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
All
a
right.
nice guy.
All
He's a
right.
wonderful guy.
I tried my best. All right, let's listen to this.
Let me check if I have everything. Okay, so do you want me to be honest? When we did stuff, I felt rather pressured to do it. Yeah, it's just like regarding the like start of the thing. Oh, for goodness sake, my fucking flashlight's not working. I just felt kind of pressured to do stuff for you because I didn't want to make you feel upset if I didn't do anything.
You can tell me no when it comes to that stuff. You don't have to.
I know, but I felt afraid that if saying no would just piss you off because I spent about 1,000 on that ticket. But I mean, I was just saying things that was.
I even told you we don't have to do stuff until December if you want.
I mean, I tried not to necessarily.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I
told you we can wait if you wanted.
I did. But regarding the shower stuff, I was like saying about like I do you want to have a shower first before after me?
I'm sorry.
And then regarding like anal and
That was just I'm sorry. That wasn't I'm sorry you felt that way. Am I wrong?
No.
Okay. So why'd you say that you said I'm sorry you felt that way?
That's what I intended for it to be, but obviously that's not what I said.
That's what you okay.
and stuff, you like ripped the condom and you were like, oh, do you want to do anal now? Do you want to do anal now?
Yeah, and then you said sure, and I took the condom out, and then you're like, no. I'm like, okay, I put it back.
Why would I say that?
That's what you said.
Okay.
That's what happened.
I don't know. I just felt a bit off put by everything. I feel like it was rushed a little too much. You feel me? And regarding like the other stuff, when you like asked me a lot, like to go in bed and do that stuff, I just didn't really feel anything, and it was pretty uncomfortable as well.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that.
I don't know. Let me just do one last sweep and check.
I'm not hearing you. Yeah. Okay. I think I made my point. Do you think it would have been easier to just admit all of this to Vickers last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Ace really does only have one question.
I'm good. If you want to ask it, you can, but I don't want more people in here.
What if I promise that Ace is the only person I would add? I'm not going to add Falgi. I'm not going to add Beckett or any of the big scary guys. And on top of that, I promise you that I will moderate, and I will make sure that he doesn't gangbang you or anything like that, and he's not excessively rude to you or anything like that.
If Ace wants to send you the question, that's fine, but I don't want more people in here.
You see, this is the issue, Wolfgang. You don't want to talk to anyone who's actually... This is the issue, Rad. Like, you don't want to talk to anyone. Listen, it's only Ace. It's no one else. Like,
Yeah.
you keep on running from your issues. Like, okay, you keep on running from them. It's just Ace. It's not Dickers. It's not Beckett. It's not Volgy. It's just him. He's going to be
Hey.
fair, okay?
If you want to add Ace, then you can.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. And like I said, I will make sure that he is not unreasonable or, evil or fucked up. Okay. Let me just spam him with DMs real quick.
All right. You guys can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Oh, shut the fuck up, ZV. We're not doing this.
Don't start it. Just don't start. Just don't start.
Okay. So, adjacent. There's definitely a couple things I want to like ask about, like, your wording on things for sure. So, I'm not going to claim that you're a groomer, right? However, some of the defenses you made were very comical at best.
Yeah.
So, I will say, how did you think? I walk me through your thought process here. I'm trying to be fair, not trying to be mean. Walk me through your thought process here. How did you think it was a good defense to say Avalon has experience with being groomed? He would know if I'm grooming him.
Yeah, that wasn't a good idea.
Well, sure, yeah, we could agree on that, but like, why did you think that was a good defense in the first place?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Okay. Because that wasn't the first time you made a defense like that. In your video, you also say, I asked Avalon, and he thinks that he wasn't groomed.
Well, it wasn't just I asked him, like, the guy had been helping me for a month. He kept telling me constantly, like, oh, everything's gonna go back to normal. Just give it, like, 1 or 2 months after this video comes out. I was asking other people around us in our friend group as well. I was like, it wasn't just like a one-off thing.
Because I guess like another thing to like kind of like loop back to that thing, you also made that point after saying I'm not going to reveal any like personal stuff about Avalon. So how did you also think it was a good idea to say that this guy's been groomed multiple times?
Yeah, I kind of stuck my foot in my mouth with that one.
Okay, so I guess a question, since you kind of already made it public anyways, were you referring to Vexium Swift or was it? Okay. Okay. Because, I mean, I've been doing some digging with the Vexium Swift shit. That there's not a lot of great stuff. I don't know why any of you thought it was a good idea to take pictures from, like, yeah, sure, we could agree that Avalon should not be posting femboy pictures at the age of 16 on Twitter. But I don't know how you could all agree that it is softcore porn and still have it posted in your server and it still be there to this day.
I wasn't aware that it was in my server.
Yeah, I believe the Jerry guy posted it.
Huh?
Yeah, the No Sleep Jerry person was the person who posted the image.
Oh.
Which that would mean by your guys' own classification that you posted CP of a minor.
Is that still in there? Because I don't want that.
It was it was posted like in 2023.
I can. Let me see if that's still in there, because I'll get rid of that. I didn't know it was still in there.
I mean, Ace, you missed this part, but he did. I did say that we have 2 archives of his server, and asked him if we would find more stuff like that, and he did confirm that we would.
I said that, yeah, there's probably a distinct possibility. I don't think it's unreasonable to say I've been pretty irresponsible with my server.
Yeah, so I guess like about your server, I know that you during this drama it was said that you made it 18 plus, but you had 2 16-year-olds at least in there. One of the ones was actually the one that you ended up fighting, if I remember correctly, in real life, and the other one was Avalon. Was there any reason why you had these 16-year-olds in a sexual space?
I mean, when you say sexual space, like the server.
Well, yeah, to be very clear, there was furry porn posted in there.
It was like for drama and shit, but I understand your point.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get the intention was for drama, but like I've seen some of the images. There's literally just like nude furry art in there.
Yeah, it's not great.
And I think a defense that you made, you can correct me if I'm wrong, is, well, it should not, like, if it was porn, it would be an issue, but since it's just NSFW, it's not that big of an issue.
Yeah.
There was like a screenshot of like you justifying NSFW being in the server with 16-year-olds.
It's not great.
Yeah, I could agree on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Could you at least try to give me an explanation of your thought process with this? Because we could agree that it's bad realistically, but I'm trying to understand the why here.
I I mean, there's not really an explanation. I'm just irresponsible, I guess.
Yeah. We could agree it's irresponsible, but like,
I mean, there's, I mean, I don't. There's not really a thought process.
okay. You also said that like people were pedo jacketing you. Could you clarify who that was? This was on the time of Malcolm stream, so this would have been before Parlo was workshopping the grooming thing. I
just
guess.
felt like there were people like who took this whole situation and tried to make it way more malicious than it was. when it was more on like the goofy side, I guess.
Well, yeah, there's some goofy elements. Okay, when you say
hold
people,
on, Ace. Can you name one instance of somebody trying to make it goofy, like what you would explain as goofy
I mean, the whole
allegations?
thing. I mean, my comment section at least is just talking about the Cinderella. I think that's pretty fucking.
But that wasn't really what you took issue with, was it? Like, we just asked you about pedo jacketing, right?
Yeah.
We're not asking you about like goofy Cinderella stuff.
Well, like the example I showed in my video is like Lio Convoy was saying I posted like nudes to a minor in a group chat, but it's like no, that group chat was made after he was 18.
Oh yeah, there were speaking
less
of
than a month
the
after,
group chat,
right? Wait. Less than a month after, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Just
so actually, I do want to get your side on something because I heard something through the grapevine. Is it true that you asked Parlo to turn his face cam on? Like even in the GC with Avalon, Avalon's apparently playing Battlefield 1. He's after the age of 18. Is it true that you just randomly just like started jacking off to Parlo's face?
We already
in this
talked
GC?
about this. We already talked about this.
What was the response to that?
What was the verdict? Well, so at first he said that yeah, that did. So he did agree that happened, which is good. Honesty points plus, right?
Okay.
But then he said that Avalon originally said yes, but then when pushed on it, he said that Avalon said and was indifferent to it and did not say yes.
Okay, then why the flip flop?
Why the flip flop? You did not just say that, bro.
Well, yeah, but like, how? I mean, how do you go from yes to an indifference? I mean, I feel like that's a pretty different answer to that type of scenario. I don't know. Pretty important enough difference.
So I have no idea.
Did you at least ask before you like just started jerking off?
Yeah.
He did ask and he got a yes. He did ask and he got a yes from Parlo.
I got a yes from. I mean, the whole group chat was made after the whole threesome idea was brought up. So, I mean, it was like a very sexually charged group chat in the first place. Yeah.
Okay. Trying to think of the other things here. Oh yeah, I guess the thing, like, I've seen like a defense you say like that Parlo wanted the Cinderella because he didn't show like any issue with you bringing it in the first place.
I DM'd him talking about it, like, oh, I have that thing that you want.
Yeah, so sure, yeah. So I guess my understanding is you both agreed to bring the Cinderella to the trip, right? Like, but like I guess like the leap in logic I'm wondering here is, do you think that it was just okay to just use it at any point?
No, that's why I asked him if he wanted to use it, and he said yeah.
Okay, but like, was he asking because you referred to like you defend yourself with saying oh, he wanted me to bring it on the trip, that's why it was okay to use, which I guess that would have been a couple days after. Do you think that it would just be okay to use at any point? Like just trying to understand here.
No, not at any point. That's why I asked him if he wanted to use it, and he said yeah.
Then why would you defend yourself like that?
I mean, because well, it's first of all, he wanted me to bring it, which he deleted those DMs.
Sure.
And like I asked him before he used it. I was like, do you want to do this? And he's like, yeah, sure.
Wouldn't it be like a stronger? Yeah, it would be like a stronger defense to be like, hey, I asked before using it versus he wanted me to bring it on the trip.
Both, because both are true.
I think you said the version I said on like Malcolm stream and didn't say the second.
I've been
So-
saying that Parlo, like I've been saying I asked Parlo if he wanted to use it.
Okay. Do you have like DMs, or was this like a verbal thing?
This is a verbal thing, but I've said it on stream. I was like, yeah, Parlo asked me if he, or like I asked Parlo if he wanted to use this.
Okay. Trying to think if I had like any other things to ask. I guess yeah. To loop back to the pedo jacketing thing, was there like any specific person that you could say was?
I was just
pedo
thinking Live
jacketing?
Convoy at the time. Because that was, I mean, that was just like blatantly wrong.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I could give you that. Lio, I don't think like had any like well credited source for that comment. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think I think just like not to like sound like an ass, but I think he did what like Himpleton did earlier, where he saw like day, month, year, but took it as month, day, year in like DMs.
Yeah, because it was like what, like UK or whatever.
Yeah, it was UK.
Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, because like I guess like a thing I've just kind of like noticed with you is like you do like make a lot of like minor lies where it's like if I press you on the minor lies, it just looks like really gay and semantical, but like it is really just like inconsequential lies, which just makes me wonder why you even make them in the first place. Especially if they're so easily disprovable.
I don't know, man. It's just something I do, and that's why I talked to Himpleton. I was like, don't let me try to do that. Don't, like, if you see something like that, call me out on it.
Which I have.
It's
Okay.
just it's
Well-
just minor things that don't really matter in like the grand scheme of things, and I'm just like, well, this is probably, it's rather than think of what happened when it comes to stuff like that, I just think of how to just get that over with.
Okay. So I guess like to make a request like that.
Hold on, Ace. But if the intention is to get it over with, wouldn't it just be easier to tell the truth the first time because it's going to get drawn out more when you lie?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
it's
I was gonna ask.
I mean, it's a definite problem.
Yeah, so like I guess I gotta ask, like if you're literally having to ask Himpleton, hey, just in case if I lie, I need you to call me out on it. Are you like a pathological liar or something? Like
no, just I don't know what is going on with me.
Just like most of the time, or like what? Like
I don't know.
You would think, okay, dude. Normally that'd be like an easy yes or no. Okay, so fuck me. Is there a reason why you lie so much? I guess we ask that.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Try to think if I had any other minor questions, but
Can you stop saying minor?
okay. I think that's at least the brunt of it.
Okay. So I have a fun question for you, and then I want to watch this clip together.
Okay.
Yo, oh my god, hi Cam Nuggets. What the fuck? Dude, I haven't seen you in so long. This is awesome. Sorry, just remembering an old friend. Wow. So did you put Cinderella in your mouth after you put it in your ass?
I'm not gonna answer a question like that. What the fuck, man? What the
You
fuck?
cannot say no to
Bro.
that. Why don't
No.
you just say no.
Obviously not. Why the fuck are you asking me a question like that?
Because I'm a streamer and I got paid $10 to do it. Okay.
Okay. It's just such a random, like, it's such an outlandish question.
I just
Can-
can't
can we
believe
really-
I cannot believe that you didn't immediately just say no
Well,
to that. Like, that is, like-
obviously no. What the fuck?
Well, is it really obvious? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, is it? Like, Okay. All right, let's watch this clip together real quick.
If you take a look at the live stream when he called in the other day, I questioned him about this after Ico kind of like hopped off or pressed him. And Internet Jason went really, really, really quiet. Really, really, really quiet about whether or not he actually, I guess, did get verbal consent. There's nothing he really said.
So that's in regards to you fingering Parlo's asshole. To be clear. Did you ever get verbal consent to do that?
Yes.
Why did you go completely quiet and not say whether you got verbal consent to do it then?
I was thinking. I had to recall that incident.
But then why didn't you say that you got it at all? Hello?
Yeah,
He's thinking.
Oh, okay. Take all the time you need.
I just, I don't know, man.
Lock in, bro.
Lock in, dude. You have to lock in. Like, you actually have to lock in. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, I'm asking you a very simple question here. Like,
I've been saying the whole time that I got consent from him to do that.
But you didn't say that the whole time. Dickers questioned you on it, and you went completely silent and didn't answer the question.
I had to. I mean, can you play the clip again real quick?
Yeah.
If you take a look at the live stream when he called in the other day, I questioned him about this after Ico kind of like hopped off or pressed him. And Internet Jason went really, really, really quiet. Really, really, really quiet about whether or not he actually, I guess, did get verbal consent. There's nothing he really said.
I mean, do we have the original clip he's talking about?
I'm getting it. But
Okay.
the chat's not gonna. I mean, the chat will lie some, but like, you know, do you dispute that that's what happened?
Yeah.
Wolfgang,
So
why would
I've
you do
been-
that? Wolfgang, why would you do that? Like, don't. Wolfgang, we're about to pull up the
Sure.
clip. We're about to pull up the clip, and it's about to like show that you did that. Like, why are you denying it? Like, you're just prolonging the inevitable. This is exactly what we just talked about. Right?
Bro.
Like, we're going to get the clip. It's gonna happen, and it's gonna show exactly what Dickers just said. Do you know how bad Dickers would look if he blatantly lied about that? Like, it would have been talked about already. Like, that's a horrific level of lying if Dickers, who has like a good reputation in commentary, would lie about that, right?
Yeah.
Especially something public.
Right. Like, public that anyone can look at, right? So it's like, don't deny, like, we can pull up the clip and make it worse, or you can just accept it. It's up to you.
I mean, I don't.
We're just,
Yeah.
I'm asking a very simple question here. Why, if you did get consent for that, would you not respond to it initially and just go silent?
Because I was asked multiple times about it on the live stream, and I had to recall the incident at first. And then when I remembered what incident in specific that they were referring to.
You don't
that
remember
was
fingering his asshole?
No.
What?
I don't just.
Okay.
But wasn't there like a time that you said it with a lot of confidence that like he enjoyed it and like moved back into it? But why would you fail to
Stop. Oh my god.
Why would you fail to recount it here?
Yeah, why would you have remembered it one time and then not remembered it like less than a week later?
Well, no, because that was like the first time he was like, "Do you remember an incident of like fingering with Parlo?" And I had no idea what he was talking about. And then as it was described to me more, like, oh, it was the first day. This is what like it was after that, and I was like, oh, okay, I remember this now.
Okay. Can somebody send that fucking clip to me? Do you remember the last time we did this about like less than 20 minutes ago when you said that you told Parlo, sorry you felt that way and like all that stuff, and then we watched the clip together and you never even said that? Do you think that this is going to go similarly?
Probably.
Yeah. So, like, just be honest with me, man. Jesus. Like, I'm trying to give you I'm trying to give you this opportunity, right? And like, I wanted this to be you just like being honest with me the whole time, and like we could just like we could be buddies and we could like end up like meeting up and like doing Cinderella shit to each other and stuff like that. But like, you know,
I'm trying. I'm trying my best, man. All right.
So, okay, so if you're trying your best and you genuinely cannot help yourself except lie, right? Would you consider that pathological?
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
Bro.
Okay. Why should anyone trust you on any commentary situation if you're a pathological liar? Ace, be respectful.
I'm trying.
Mute yourself if you have to, man.
So mean, Ace.
Yeah, mute yourself if you have to. But can you answer my question?
I mean, they shouldn't.
What is you going away from the situation going to accomplish?
Nothing, really. But it gives me time to at least reflect on myself and try to learn, I guess.
How are you gonna fix your reputation as a liar if on the stream where you're supposed to come clean, and that's like the whole point, you lied to me multiple times and got caught in lies?
I have no idea. I guess I'll just I don't know.
Well, to be like very blunt, like yeah, I mean like he does have a point. If you're supposed to be like fully honest here, and you just admitted to being like a pathological liar, how am I supposed to like take any word that you say now? Right? Like I'm trying to be also like good faith with like your answers and, you know, take your side, but you also just admitted that you're not like a trustworthy narrator. So like how would you logically expect anyone to take your word for anything now?
I have no idea.
Are you going to continue making commentary after this?
Probably not. I've already been talking about shifting away from that.
What would you do instead?
I have no idea.
I did get like a good question sent to me, so I'm just going to relay it here.
Go
so
ahead.
Hippleton, please do not. An anonymous source, I will not leak who they are, asked, "Was the head good though?"
Okay.
No anonymous source. That was Amos. Wow.
Fuck up. Lock in.
Yeah, guys, be serious.
Well, can you answer though? It was a serious question.
I'm not answering that.
Well, I guess it wasn't.
Yeah, that's usually what it means. If it was like great, he'd be like ecstatic right now, but you know.
It would be a resounding yes, just like consent.
Enthusiastic yes.
Yeah, enthusiastic yes, just like consent. So I think I'm actually gonna loop around to this one more time, and I'm gonna give you a real chance here. I just have to ask you one more time. Why did you go silent when Dickers asked you about that?
I have no explanation, man. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
Okay. Like, okay, so you were actually doing a really good job earlier at like recognizing what like an objective person is going to think, right? You actually were. I will give you credit for that. And so what do you think an objective person is going to take away from that?
I'm trying to think of a way out of it, I guess.
Well, and they're going to think that you're lying about receiving consent for that, right?
Yeah.
So like
yeah, because like
do you have like I'm genuinely like trying as hard as I can to throw you a bone here. Like, if you can't give a reasonable explanation as to why you would react that way, or if there is actually some level of nuance where you didn't receive a yes, but maybe something else happened that made you feel like it was okay, like I'm trying. I'm
telling you, I was genuinely trying to recount that event. I was genuinely trying to recall what they were talking about.
Right, but then you figured it out eventually.
Yeah, I had to remember the specifics about it.
But when you figured it out eventually, you still didn't say that you received an enthusiastic yes.
Yeah, I mean, to be very fair, I feel like this stuff should have been well figured out before you dropped the docket.
And not even just that, like not even just that you should have it figured out. It's like even with that excuse, right? You did figure it out. You did figure out what it was about, but you still didn't say that it was a resounding yes. Right? So if the excuse is that you were genuinely trying to figure it out, that's not an excuse because you still did figure it out and didn't say that, right?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to try another one. Like, because that just makes it seem worse because that's not true, right?
Yeah.
Any like follow up on that?
I'm it would while we were doing stuff, I like put my hand on his ass and he like moved towards me, and that was like I took that as like it's okay.
Okay, so when you told me that you got an enthusiastic yes, that was a lie. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, no. Okay. Why didn't you just say that?
I don't know, man.
How long was Cinderella?
What kind of question is that?
I've been asked. We've been doing estimations, okay, and we estimate that it's 7 inches, but I want to know if it's actually 7 inches.
I kind of want to know this as well, actually. You guys just pressed him, and now like you're asking about like a dildo size.
You're exactly right. That is what I did. That is
Your
what I did.
timing is fucking horrific.
My timing's impeccable, actually. I'm trying to give him a softball. I'm trying to give him a softball after a hardball. I'm playing good cop, bad cop all on my own, buddy. Because we know that that comes in 3 different sizes, and I think it was the medium size, which would have made it between 7 and 9 inches.
Well, IA.
Okay. Yeah.
I do have a real question though, right? Because there was if you remember, there's a couple things actually to do with this. So IA, I gotta ask you, not gonna go too deep into the Anthrocon shit. I feel like it's been talked to oblivion. I guess just some clarifying questions. What did you mean by when you said you had violent tendencies?
I mean, that's just more on the personal mental health side.
But like when I say violent tendencies, is it more like verbal lashing or physical?
It's like it's just more of the mental stuff that I don't really want to get into.
Yeah, sure. We don't have to get into it. I was just like seeing if there was like a physical or verbal. But another thing, I guess, right? So I know you made a whole point about like getting invited to a sex club without really knowing it was a sex club, which I mean, I have my own issues with that. But if you had an issue with being invited to a sex club, right, without you knowing it was one, why would you then DM Sam to go to the club with you when we're talking about going to a sex club with Parlo that day?
When did I invite Sam to a sex club?
Well, when you invited him to the club in the same day, in the same
Yeah, we were going
timestamps
out
in the
to a club
conversation.
just in England. This is you're conflating the Anthrocon thing with this.
No. In the DMs in the docket, you and Parlo were actually talking about going to a sex club in the same day and time. Which is, if we lined up the time, then you would have unironically invited Sam to a sex club without his knowledge.
Can I see these DMs real quick? I'm
let-
not saying they're not. I just need to.
Let me go find the docket real quick. Let's see. Was it in yours or Parlo's? Fuck, I'm gonna have to like power search through these. No, I mean if you don't remember, it's probably not gonna be in your own. I would imagine that would be raped if it was. I'll look at Parlo's.
Do you want me to go ahead
Yeah,
and
while
ask
I
a
look,
follow-up while you're
yeah,
looking it
you
up?
go, yeah,
Yeah.
It's gonna take a minute.
All right, so what can you, in your own words, tell me what the allegations against you in the Anthrocon situation were?
They accused me of like sexual assault because I asked someone if they wanted to hook up and they said yes, and then I put my hand on their knee and rubbed it.
Is that all that happened?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's unfortunate that you said that, because that's not all that happened. That's not all that happened. You don't even dispute that that's not all that happened in multiple messages. It was something that was going on throughout the entire convention, right?
Yeah, like we were trying, because when we found out that our roommate was coming back that night, we were like, oh, we'll just do it later then. And then...
But so what you just told me is that you asked him to hook up, or them, whatever, not misgendering, and then that you touched their knee. But it was more than that. It was more than that.
I asked them if I would ask them if they wanted to have sex, and they would tell me not right now, but later. So I would ask them later. There was one time I tried holding their hand in the back of an Uber, to which they pulled their hand out from under me and then sent me a text saying that they were fine for like sex, but they're not good like with like physical romance stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine.
So again, that's already, and you haven't even said all of it, but that's already more than you told me that it was, correct?
Well, I mean, that's like the main part, I guess.
I asked a very clear question, and it's a yes or no. Is that not more than what you originally said?
I mean, yeah, but I'm referring to just like the sexual assault allegation with that. Because that's where that comes from.
Okay, but I verbatim asked you, is that all that happened? And you verbatim said yes.
I misunderstood the question. My apologies.
It was a pretty clear question. I'm going to read you a direct quote from here, and there are DMs of you agreeing to this side of events, by the way. So, in regards to what actually happened, he put his hand on my thigh, put his arm around me, rubbed my back, laid on my lap, grabbed my hand on a couple of different occasions, and leaned in for a kiss, all without asking and ignoring me, not reciprocating. Each time I physically reacted, and if we were around others, DM'd him privately nicely to stop, because I had not agreed to any of the affection. The first time he did this was when we were in a room with 2 others, though he says we were alone. I stared at the back of Jam's head the entire time, hoping he wouldn't notice. I also messaged Wolfgang to stop, which would not have been necessary had we been alone.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but that is, I mean, there's a lie right there. Saying that he messaged me to stop. I asked him if I was like being too pushy, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm not really good with physical affection." I went, "Oh, okay, that's fine." That's what those DMs prove.
Are you sure that that wasn't the other occasion when it was in the Uber? Because that's when you said that that situation happened the first time that you talk about it.
No, it happened. It happened. That was. There's 2 instances. I can see if I can try to pull up the DMs if possible. I need to find their Discord.
So you had to ask twice if they were okay with physical affection.
Well, at first they were just like, "Oh, not right now," and I was like, "Okay," and then in the Uber, they told me they weren't fine with physical affection. I was like, okay.
But you just told me that the physical affection conversation happened the first time, and it wasn't until I brought up the Uber conversation that you agreed with that part of events.
Let me see if I can find these.
Is that correct? What just happened?
Can
we acknowledge that that's what just happened? Okay. And even with you disputing that part, it doesn't change the fact that, again, you don't dispute. He put his hand on my thigh, put his arm around me, rubbed my back, laid on my lap, grabbed my hand on a couple of different occasions, and leaned in for a kiss, all without asking, ignoring me, not reciprocating.
I leaned in for a kiss at the sex club, and then they were like, "No, you just threw up," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a good point." I did not do, like, I didn't put my hand on their thigh or like rub their back or any of that. I definitely put my arm around their neck at like the sex club as like just a regular thing, but yeah.
So why didn't you dispute that part of events until just now?
Because I wanted to get the other part out of the way first. About the whole like physical affection stuff. I'm trying to find this DM, by the way.
My question is more, why didn't you dispute that side of events when it was happening, when these allegations were being made against you?
I was not I was not all there mentally right at the moment, and I just let people say a lot of shit about me. I had a lot of people tell me that this was like way worse, and I just kind of believed them for whatever reason.
So I've been like not in the best place mentally. Is that an excuse?
No.
Okay. Like, okay. All right. Have you ever suicide baited anyone?
No, but I understand that my talking about that has definitely made people feel like I have, and I've apologized for that.
Do you dispute that you told Alex that the only time Parlo was responding to you is when you would be extremely upset and you felt ignored by him?
It felt like that at times.
And then a few days after that, after he had not responded to you for a long time, is when you sent the picture of you in the hospital?
I had gone to the emergency room because I didn't feel good to be alone that day. I didn't really trust myself. Was there a part that I felt like shit like that was happening? Yeah, but I mean, there's just an underlying there's just an underlying thing about just my mental health in general and how that's not very great.
So you're on the record saying that Parlo doesn't respond to you unless like something really upsetting is happening. And then a few days later, after he has not responded to you for a while, you send a picture of you at a hospital.
It wasn't just him, it was like everyone. I felt like I was completely alone. I had a mental breakdown. I just had like a complete mental breakdown in general.
Can you understand how that looks?
Yeah, that's why I've apologized for it. That's why I said like obviously if people, I mean, I've not tried to come off as like manipulative when talking about that stuff. That's why I haven't brought it into this conversation.
Can we watch a segment from the Vexium Swift video on this topic?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I don't know why I asked, because we're doing it. All right, so we're going to
that he has like this big folder with like all this
32,
evidence. Hopefully that's talked about more in the
49.
video, because I know they have hella evidence in the vault, and if it's making people convert to his side, then
What is your definition of suicide baiting, by the way?
I mean, it's just talking about it's trying to use your mental health to manipulate people in general.
And you have never done that.
I have not intentionally done that, but I understand how people have taken it that way. And I definitely understand how people have taken it. Like I've tried using that to get them to be quiet, but
do you understand that there is a provable pattern of you doing that when you are in heated situations?
Yeah.
Two people that aren't necessarily close to you?
Yeah.
So why send it to people that you aren't close with if the intention is to just like vent and stuff like that?
I did it I did it last time with the Anthrocon situation, and when I was told that it was kind of shitty, I've gone out of my way to not make that same mistake again.
But you did make that same mistake again with Parlo. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, what's your response to what I just said?
It's definitely a pretty big flaw of mine. I mean, there's not really much justification. I should keep that shit to myself. And I try my best, but
let me be very clear. It's not necessarily that you should keep that shit to yourself. It's when you send it to and talk about it to people who are not your friends. And it's also when you talk about it to people and like, you know, again, like are heavily emphasizing like what's going to happen, like you did in that call, right? Where you like say that you want to be on the national news and you want the people who are making accusations against you to be sued into oblivion, right?
Yeah, it wasn't my best day.
Is it true that before that call you were in a VC and went to a hardware store and on VC bought a hose and a knife?
I don't want to answer that one.
Okay. So to me, that's another kind of instance of being very performative with, guys, I'm going to kill myself because you guys are making accusations against me. And when I do, I'm going to make sure that you're sued into oblivion.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a threat?
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I've tried not to make that same mistake before. Or not before, but again.
Right, so instead of a threat, it was more just like a, this will get Parlo to talk to me.
I wasn't trying to do that. I genuinely... I mean, I posted the photo of me in the emergency room in my Discord server. It was just like a... This is where I'm going to be at for like
Well,
the
if
next
you
24 hours.
sent it in the Discord server, then why'd send it to Parlo especially?
Well, I was sending it to my friends as well, just to be like, this is where I'm going to be at for the next 24 hours.
After you told Alex that Parlo only responds to you when, like, he's upset, and after Parlo hadn't talked to you for a bit.
Yeah, but that was after, like, I wasn't getting anything from, like, anyone. I felt alone, and I had a complete mental breakdown.
Can you see how both things could be true?
Yeah.
Could you see how you could potentially be having a real mental breakdown, but in that same vein, you could be using your own suicidality in a manipulative way in order to get Parlo to respond to you? Can you understand how both could be true?
Yeah.
Are both true?
To a certain degree, yes.
So that is definitionally suicide baiting.
Yeah.
Right. And you have a past of doing this with quite a few people.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right. So let's watch this Vexium thing.
Well, no one. That's why he lives with his dad.
No.
Here's the thing. No one wants to look at it. That's why he's 30 and lives with his dad.
Exactly, bro.
Why do I need to send a bunch of terminally online weirdos 50k for quote-unquote dealing with me? It's funny that you mention that, because how many times have you started baiting in my DMs and other people's DMs?
Maybe if I hurt myself enough, they'll leave me alone.
Yeah.
I do gotta say, I'm not gonna try to shit on you for like the mental health shit, but like, it's one thing to do it in people's DMs. Why did you think it was a good idea to do it in a public server, dude? Like that just guarantees it's just gonna be spread around, man.
I don't know, man.
And with the guy who didn't know you super well after you were in VC buying a knife and a hose.
Yeah.
Making a threat.
Yeah, it's not great.
Well, yeah, that's a weaponization of mental health, is what that is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad we're at least on the same page with that. I mean, is there anything else, Ace?
I mean, not really, no.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think he's already dead.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Listen, I want to be very clear. Despite me thinking that you have used your mental health as a weaponization, and I strongly disapprove of that, and I do think that you are a suicide baiter.
Oh, that's not why he said it, you faggot.
I know, but dude, it was right after we talked about him suicide baiting, dude. It was right after we started talking about him suicide baiting, dude. Come on.
Yeah, this guy's donezo. Himpleton, I just want to say I don't support suicide.
You said
I don't think that's okay.
You literally said he's already dead, dude.
Which is a fucking Simpsons quote. Fuck you.
Okay, it's
Fuck
a Simpsons
yeah.
quote. Who the fuck watches the Simpsons? What?
Whatever, man. Okay.
I wasn't even gonna
Shut up. Shut up.
No, listen. This is my stream. I can kick you out.
I'm the captain now.
I'll kick you out. I will kick you out. Okay, listen.
Whatever, man.
I just wanted to say, to be very clear, I obviously do not want you to hurt yourself. I obviously do not want you to kill yourself, and neither does Ace. Ace doesn't either. Okay?
Why are you laughing?
Stop.
EP, I'm seeing your stream right now. Why are you trying not to laugh?
Okay,
That's
stop that.
disrespectful.
Stop that. I'm not doing the
ZV
speed
ruined
thing.
it.
I'm not
ZV
doing
killed
this.
it.
I'm not doing the speed thing.
Suicidal edition.
No. To be very clear, I do not want you to do any of that stuff. I would love a reality in which you seek some serious help after this and get better and never, it's not my choice if you ever do commentary again, but for your own sake, you probably shouldn't. This, it is, I'm not being an asshole when I say that this is one of the most raped situations I've ever seen in my life. This is coming from the raped Joker. This is coming from a guy who got raped by the entire community last year, man. This is
to be blunt,
terrible.
Right? To be blunt, obviously, Himpleton, if you had more questions, I wouldn't be opposed to keeping him on here, but you kind of put yourself in a position that you admitted to being a pathological liar. So it puts
and a suicide baiter and all the Avalon stuff. And
so realistically, not many people would even entertain a longer conversation because of those very crucial factors.
There's just, it's just there's nothing else to say, man.
Yeah.
You need to get the fuck offline. You need to get some fucking help, man. You really do. Okay. Sorry, I'll let you speak, I promise. But I just want to say this. I gave you every opportunity to be honest during this conversation, and I think you can admit that too. I really did. I really tried to give you good faith here. This was not me doing the bit. This was not me coming in and saying, I raped you, ha ha. I genuinely tried to have a conversation with you, and I genuinely tried to in every metric give you a chance to be honest. And even then, it just couldn't happen.
I've been trying. I understand that I haven't been 100% honest, and that's no one's fault but my own.
Right, but that's what I'm saying, Wolfgang. If this is you trying, that is proof that you need some serious fucking help, right?
Well, I have been trying to do stuff like that.
I do gotta ask for the record. You're not gonna after the stream go, I was coerced into answering certain ways.
No, I'm not gonna. No, that's gay. Okay. That's retarded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, because I that wouldn't even work.
Yeah,
because I literally have you on recording saying that you want to do this stream. So
it would be retarded to even try that.
And yes, I obviously recorded that call last night, right? Come on.
Yeah, I expected it.
I started from the get-go recording, okay? But I just genuinely putting away the content hat and putting on the fucking I have autism empathy hat. Are you doing anything to because you said that you were doing you were trying, you said that in a really weird, vague way. Are you seeking therapy at all or something like that?
Yeah, I have something. I have a counseling appointment on Friday, actually.
Okay. Well, listen, I hope it goes well. And I hope you keep on fucking doing it, man. Because, this is not going to get... you've shown that this is not going to get better.
Yeah.
Right? Unless you get some serious fucking help. So I really hope you do. I'm not gonna let this just drag on any longer because I'm not doing this intentionally to I'm not gonna drag this on, okay? I've made my
I think you
points.
got all that you came for.
Yeah, I got everything I came for. I really hope you get some fucking help, man. And I wish you the best of luck. I think that, I wish you the best of luck. That's all I can say.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah.
All right.
I genuinely hope I never hear about you again for your own sake. I genuinely hope I don't. I hope you get better.
Yeah.
All right.
If you want to move on to other things, I can dip out.
No, I'm dipping out. Don't worry.
All
right. All right. Bye.
Later.
Dude, they're still in there. Why are they still in there?
What you did, buddy.
Why are you still in there? Why are you still in there, Ace? What are you doing? This is disgusting. What are you doing?
Dude, ZV did say he had a question. What do you want?
What did I do, Ace? What did I do?
Hey, you're wasting.
Okay. All right. I'm not participating in whatever the fuck is happening there. Wow. Oh my god, Parlo is in waiting. Hold
Listen,
on.
you do not want the rate to Joker on your case.
All right. So.
Yo, sorry, let me just turn your volume up right now.
That's fine.
Yeah, so that was certainly something. Holy shit.
That
took 2 weeks, by the way.
Sorry, what did you say?
It took 2 weeks for my side to finally be vindicated in all of this. 2 weeks.
I mean, I will say for the record, I am glad that he was finally even though I had to catch him in a bunch of stuff, he was actually pretty honest about everything in the end.
It took a bit of pushing and prying to some degrees for him to eventually come out. I didn't expect him to break when it came to him lying that he ever got consent for certain things, but I'm glad that he was at least transparent. But of course, that came with the entire extent of people maligning me as a liar for at least 2 weeks. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to make like a 2 to 3 hour long fucking video, and it's gonna be filled with clips from this stream. It's gonna be fucking big. But I'm so fucking happy. I'm just gonna dish out the response video and probably take a fucking long deserved break when people can finally smell the fucking roses about this situation. Unbelievable. Oh, and of course, make that. I'll give you the Defender clips and what as well and things like that. But
Yeah.
holy shit, what a
Because,
fucking mess this has all been.
like, just being so just horrifically honest with you, like, I think you're fine in this situation. I think you're gonna be fine. Yeah. And I think that when is your response coming out?
So I have to go to the station on the 9th. Hopefully, the solicitor said this shit's going to be thrown out because it's dumb as hell. It's extremely stupid. The person who made the report isn't even in contact anymore, and they withheld crucial information that the person lied. And reasonable belief applies in the situation. There's no clause stating that, well, since dupe was below 13, that suddenly means that reasonable belief doesn't apply. Nothing's probably going to come of that situation. So the video is probably going to be done in about 2 weeks. It was already getting peer reviewed by large people, but now considering the fact that he's completely self-imploded in this stream, there's a whole lot more to add. It's probably going to take a while. I want to just make it so it's not rushed, and hopefully dish it out in the next couple weeks.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. And I mean, being completely honest with you, like, I mean, you know, being transparent, like, we talked privately the other day, and I made it clear that, like, I am not, there's a lot of things that I am not feeling the best about when it comes to you, right?
Mhm.
Like, so you said you'd send me all the Defender stuff, and I think that's great, and I hope you do, and I hope that in some regards that is going to give an explanation to a lot of this. As of now, I don't have that, right? And like when that does happen, I hope that you will be willing to have a follow-up conversation with me.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Ironically, Cormanx was the one who was editing that fucking video, so it was going to be coming out originally like 2 months ago. It was going to be my defense video. It was going to be my video on, of course, the 7-7 group. I've already told them about this. Then it was going to be the Defender video, and then it was going to be the Nathrix video. But of course, the strikes came around and the police situation happened, and that completely threw everything off rails. But I still have the Defender script, so I can still go about making that video at some point. Or I might have a bigger YouTuber who will cover the entire situation on their channel because they have a bigger platform. I've been told that there's like a certain commentary channel I'm not going to be naming, but they're like digging into the situation, trying to find any like non-existent discrepancies and stuff like that. But it's already sorted. I've in August the 15th got on a call with Defender, recorded him. Obviously, he didn't know, and got him to admit to a lot of stuff that completely vindicates me in the situation.
Okay.
So yeah.
Does that vindicate you? Can you just, in your own words right now, like explain your like you referencing Potamer getting swatted to Defender?
Yeah, so Defender had a server called Potamer 4, which he made that he was trying to get like YouTubers to join for like self-promotion. And I didn't join it. I didn't give any attention to it because it was like fucked up. I didn't know what was happening in it until like recordings started getting leaked months later. It was like no one touches that shit. If you have a reputation and a legacy that you want to uphold, do not fucking touch that shit. It was a lot of random like UTTP schizos who were doing like random shit. I later came to find out that they were like pizza bombing like houses they believed to be Potamer's and shit like that. It was probably not his address whatsoever because Potamer made a police report and showed that there were 2 like censored victims. We presume that's like 2 households or just 2 people who were affected by the pizza bombing, which was used as like a harassment police report. But yeah, so Defender did that, and he was using people by proxy to do that. And we were saying how fucking like stupid, shitty, and illegal that was for him to have done that. Because I had a big YouTuber. I'm not going to say who it is. People will probably guess and get it right immediately. But they came to me and said, "Do not make any police report on Potamer or get involved in the situation any further. He will pursue litigation and then use this as like proof that he's been harassed to deflect away from the fact that, you know, he engaged with a minor." That is unfortunately how it went, but that is what happened. So me, Guamgo, and other people were saying how fucking ridiculous it was that this guy was swatting this house and like fucking with these people because there was no proof that house was his. I was already disengaged from the situation beyond like the point of being warned not to engage. So they had some random house which they just claimed to be his, and they just started like doing all this crazy shit. I don't know if there was necessarily any swatting attempts. That was only what I was told, that there was an attempt at least.
There is a recording of him swatting with the intention to kill Potamer.
Was that Striker who was doing that? Because
No, it was
Striker's
Defender.
known. Defender himself was doing that shit.
Yes.
I did not know that.
I can
I
send
was
the
told
recording.
by. Yes, please send me. I want to put that in my video. Defender was coming to me and stating that it was Striker who did that. And Striker was someone who swatted me in August of 2024. And he also was someone who had days. I'm not going to say it in case the stream gets taken down. D-Day. Like this guy was a full-on criminal, and he claims to be 13, 14. So it's like he's more of a mule of Defender, someone who just does the stuff so Defender can utilize plausible deniability if anything comes bad of him.
To just make Chad understand, who doesn't understand right now, Defender is a person that Parlo associated with for a good amount of time, who was a member of a group that I, for the better, should not mention the name of, and he doxed people, he swatted people. Parlo was in the call when Potamer was getting doxed and was encouraging it. And he has also blackmailed a 16-year-old with their CP. He has gotten people that he claims to have been pedophiles to cut themselves. He is not the best guy.
And the Harry Twinkle stuff as well.
And the Harry Twinkle stuff as well, right?
Regarding the CP stuff with IKEA, the person who made the document that compiled all of that stuff was FPS, so they were a pathological lying pedophile as well, who forged DMs on me and other people, so that brought into question the legitimacy of their DMs. It was also pushed by another pedophile called Anime Sucks. This is explained in my video, but I didn't see the full chat logs until the document came out, which was around September time. It was called like The Truth Behind Parlo and the UTTP. There's no proof that IKEA was underage. Defender claims that he was 18. These predators claim that he was 16. They also claim that Defender was most likely an adult in this document. However, people close to Defender literally admit that he goes to school and asks to be picked up from school in their mum's car, their friend's mum's car. Apparently he's 16, 15 when he was doing this. So again, it's like he said, she said. But in my video, I go over how it's most likely true. Looking at the full chat logs, it's most likely true that this guy was using his nudes as like a blackmail tool. He was using an account called Cliff Jumper as an alt, which I only found out later as well.
And in that call with you, Guamgo, Defender, and Anti-Troll, you make a joke about that situation when you say that Defender has a picture of a 16-year-old's penis on his computer.
Yeah, that was something that was being spread from other UTTP proxies who hated Defender, and me and Anti-Troll tried to look into the situation, but we got nothing, so we would bring it up to piss him off. He would always be combative and say that, oh, well, since the profile picture's square, that means that it's fake. But we later came out to find out that that doesn't disprove anything, because Discord archives could have a square profile picture.
So
it was basically us being weirded out about the possibility of this being true and fucking with him.
So you joked about potential CP allegations that you didn't know whether they were true or not.
Yeah, I heard about it a lot in commentary
that you continued to associate with after.
Yeah, until it was proven. Because the evidence we had was screenshots coming from predators who forged evidence before, so we just hit a brick wall there.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna pull Amos in because we just have a couple of questions about Guamgo stuff real quick, because I don't know if you know this, but we're making a video on Guamgo. Hello, Amos.
Hey, what's up? Parlo, been a long time.
Yeah.
So let me just start this right off the bat, right? Are you aware of the Guamgo DeviantArt?
Yeah, that's not him. Guamgo@gmail.com isn't an email that he owns. It was one by someone who claimed the name Guamgo first and had used that in order to take down one of his accounts beforehand for apparent impersonation. I know the emails that he owns, and he's like planning to make a response if it ever got big. But yeah, he doesn't own those accounts.
Why did he admit that that was one of his accounts then?
There was in the farms thread, there was like a bunch of accounts that were linked, some which were his, some which weren't. So that's where I see that he admits that a couple of those were his, but the guamgo@gmail.com isn't him.
No, he directly admitted, and it was during one of like the arcs with doxing that he's had, He directly admitted that the Guamgo at Gmail was his account.
Do you have? Can I see that? Because he's told me that's not true.
I need to. I'll get you the clip. I don't have it right on me, but I'll get you the clip. So I'm okay with that being an allegation.
Like, as soon as I saw the thread as soon as it was posted, and I went to him about it. We spoke for about a couple hours. Yeah, other creators have went to him as well. Yeah, from what I've heard, it's 100% not him. But the account, like, nonetheless, it's really bad shit on there. Like, if it was him, completely like get the fuck out the community. But it's not him. From what
Well,
I've seen.
my main issue, like, obviously it's like really weird that he's doing that in private, but also if it's true, it calls into question his Bonky Doge video or whatever the guy's name was. Because like
Yeah, Bonky Doge.
yeah, because like the main thing, right? It would be a hypocrite point if it is true, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
100%.
like a lot of the proof that's used for Bonky Doge for that, at least like to some extent, is similar to what is true with Guamgo. It like if that is true, right?
From what I know about that account, it had lolly content, right?
The Guamgo thing or Bonky Doge?
The DeviantArt link to the email.
There was like Teen Titans.
Yes.
Something in
Short
there.
answer,
Yeah.
yes, there's lolly shit in there.
Yeah.
We don't have to go into detail. Okay. But also Parlo, just to clarify, he admitted that all of his doxbin is credible. And the Guamgo at Gmail is part of the doxbin.
A lot of the docs information which was put in the farms wasn't true. I know personally, a lot of it's not true.
Why would he say that it's true if it's not?
Where did he say it was true?
I'm getting it. I'm sorry. I'm pre-firing a little bit, admittedly.
Also, a lot of what content creators do is when there's people trying to dig for information, they'll flood the markets or darkspin with fake doxes of themselves to throw people off. If they privately conform to the idea that partially some of the information's true, that's going to get people like on like red herrings. So it ultimately protects anyone from digging further into their stuff.
Wouldn't that be a bad thing?
It could be morally questionable. I haven't done it personally myself because I was already fucked like when I was a minor with my personal information. So
why?
I just ask. Oh, sorry.
I want to ask first. Out of curiosity, why are you still defending this guy?
Guamga?
Yeah.
Because I'm positively sure that account's not him. It's just not something he would do. And also, I mean, burden of proof, someone would have to prove that that account was him. And there was impersonator. There was not impersonator because they came first. There was someone who had that name before him.
Okay.
What happens when you mix uncontrolled?
Are you still friends with Guamgo right now?
Nah.
Okay. Are you guys just on like talking terms for like important shit then?
17 fabricated documents. himself publicly
I reached out about that because it was pretty concerning, but we spoke a bit about the situation.
Location within
Okay.
Bloxburg, which led to his
So
sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. Let's move on to the Yarrow stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty important for sure.
Yeah. So with Yarrow, why'd you unlist that video?
Because it contained misinformation about the mini Bloxia situation.
Regardless of potential misinformation about the mini Bloxia situation, what does that like distract from the fact that like it's still very important to talk about the Yarrow stuff?
Well, I had the Yarrow stuff in the video, and then I had the September 22nd stuff, and then I had the mini Bloxia stuff. But regarding the situation to do with September 22nd, I went over legalistically how I thought it was illegal, but
That was
he
a
had
different video.
contacted. Was it not part of that one?
No, it was
What
not.
was the date of? What was the date of that video? Oh, the Yarrow video. Okay, yeah.
The Yarrow video.
Yeah, most of the videos I private because of child safety reasons. I was getting hit by child safety strikes on my UTTP videos and also like videos talking about CSAM and shit like that. So I would take down those videos because Yaro was attempting to report it, and I was getting told that he was attempting to like spam report my channel. And
that just
that
doesn't
is
make
why.
that just doesn't make a ton of sense to me, because when I confronted you about it privately, you said it was because Guamgo had striked your channel. And you
Yeah,
also
Guamgo
told me
did
you told me
copyright
that you
strike me
weren't
at the time as well.
right. So, but that's the reason that you gave, and you said that you were not okay, like you didn't want to be in another month-long drama, and you were like concerned for your mental health. That's what
There's
you
a lot
said.
of factors. Child safety, copyright strikes, and also because we sorted the situation out and I just wanted to move on.
So you sorted the situation out, meaning you became okay with somebody who was in a group chat with somebody who had CP of a 6-year-old and was repeatedly attempting to swat you, and put AI CP as well as borderline CP in said group chat, and admitted to having CP on his computer multiple times in said group chat. And Guamgo said that he wasn't going to report this person to the police or make a video on him. You sorted that out?
I didn't sort that out, no.
So my question rests, right?
Yeah.
Like, is that not in a way protecting him from what is very damning and fucked up, like very disturbing, like allegations? And I mean, you said if the DeviantArt thing's real, then he needs to get the fuck out of the community. I think, given the fact that the Yaro stuff is real, he needs to get the fuck out of the community. I think that's unforgivable.
From what I've seen with the Yara stuff in private, he completely hated the kid, didn't support anything he did, and there was just an area of him not wanting to engage with Yara because the kid was so schizophrenic that he would just openly try and swat people and give knife threats to other people and stuff like that. It's more of a case of not wanting.
Dude, he was in a wait, Parlo. He was in a group chat with this guy for
He was in a group chat.
multiple weeks.
I
was
forgot
on
how that
VC
group chat-
with him, and repeatedly said that he wasn't going to do anything, and also like literally was there with the intention and understanding that he was repeatedly swatting you with the intention to kill you. And like I just, if he secretly hated him, he wouldn't be in a group chat with him the whole time. Like, it's the same.
group chat was made by a Defender, to my knowledge.
Okay, he could have left.
doesn't
He can
change
leave at any
anything, yeah.
time. And he didn't
No,
have
I'm not
to
saying.
engage in it.
I'm not saying that it changes anything. I'm just saying, to my knowledge,
Well,
Defender was the
sure,
one who
that's
brought
fine.
them. I don't know what Defender's entire objective during PRM was, and I completely forgot why Yara was even present in there. I'm going to be honest.
Yara was present to get information on you, quote unquote. And
Again, I have no fucking clue why Yara was in there.
Regardless, Yara admitted if Guamgo really hated this guy, why the hell would he not report him to the police when he repeatedly says in this group chat that he has CP on his computer and he is afraid of the police reporting him?
I spoke to Guamgo about the Yara situation very recently, actually, and he's got a pretty large response, which he has in reference to the situation. He stated how it was a pretty weak point to go after him for, and I'm sure that he has his reason. Mainly when it comes to Guamgo, I'm only knowledgeable on the other September 22nd Defender situation and other ones that people tend to go after him for.
That's not true. You made a video on it, Parlo.
Yes, but that was a year ago. And
But
again, I don't have access to my channel to refer to that video.
Right,
I'm sure you have the archive.
I guess I'll send you your own video after. But like my thing is, man, that like, what do you mean that's a weak point on him? If he really
No,
quote
he said
unquote
that.
hated,
He said
I
that.
know. I'm not like lashing at you here. I'm just saying, if that's a quote unquote weak point, why the fuck, if you really hated this guy, he had every opportunity to report this guy to the police. You literally have him admitting that he has CP on his computer and being afraid that the cops are going to show up. You literally have him admitting to destroying evidence of CP. Like, You have him sending AICP in the group chat. You have him sending borderline CP in the group chat.
We did send a police report to Yaro's house. He got the police to come in, but he destroyed his hard drive beforehand.
We.
Me and other people during the PRM situation.
Right, not Guamgo. So that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm not making an accusation at you here. I'm trying to make you understand how fucked this is.
And like, mind you, during the Ducky thing, he was crying about Ducky fucking up a case because he put legal shit at the end. And this guy's like preaching about how much he cares about like people getting arrested.
Right.
Cares so much about like the case. And then you like see him in this group chat and he's sweeping. Like,
yes, he deleted all of his or almost all of his messages in the group chat. If he has nothing to hide, why would he do that? If he really hated the guy, why wouldn't he report him to the police when he has such easy access to this guy admitting this shit? Can you not admit that that's like raped as fuck, right?
Well, I called it out for a reason, but again, I spoke to him
and then you
about
unlisted and deleted it, man. And like you can make all the excuses you want. It's fine, but like it doesn't change the facts, right? It doesn't.
I do want to ask, what was it the strike reason, or did you private it because he was like going at you with that CP
Okay,
gamer
I'm gonna list all the reasons. Shit scared of child safety strikes, which ended up raping my channel in the end. Copyright strikes didn't scare me as much as child safety did, because community guideline strikes hit way harder than copyright strikes do. And also, I was shit scared about getting into more drama because my mental health could not fucking handle it in 2024. The Dupe situation was very indicative of that, because I would break down in Dupe's DMs and Maple's DMs because I physically could not deal with this shit. I mean, I remember I went to you, Amos, about like, needing help in this situation, and it just felt it was me versus like 50,000 people.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I
But,
mean,
like,
same shit's happening right now, dude.
I'm trying to ask because I see this like a lot, like in the Roblox community. People get into drama and then whoever loses will like delete their video even if there's like actual good points in it. So I'm trying to ask, did you take it down because you became friends with him again?
I would say that the biggest reason was probably the child safety shit, because Yara was spam reporting videos on him.
Then why didn't you mention that when we had our private conversation where I was pressing you about it?
Because I had proof that Nif's video got taken down for privacy invasion strikes, which were caused by Yara.
That's not answering my question. Why didn't you mention that when I privately confronted you about this, if that was the case?
The main thing I was going through was the copyright strikes. I completely fucking forgot about the child safety shit that he was pulling. Honest to God answer.
But Guamgo was pulling the copyright strikes against you, right?
Yeah, it was both happening simultaneously. Copyright strikes from Seb Motions, Guamgo, Board Gamer, and Anabe, and then the child safety shit on top of that.
So was there a sense where, like, I'm not trying to give you an out here, just trying to come up with an explanation. Was there a sense in that you let him back in because you were scared that he was going to strike you?
Well, that's probably what happened. If it wasn't the strike, he just didn't want to deal with like a massive video coming out on him. I'm pretty sure he told me that privately.
Yeah, and you told me that privately as well. So I'm just trying to verify that.
I could not mentally handle the shit that
just
was fucking 9 months of being harassed.
No.
He is basically
it's a yes or no. No, Amos, shut up. I'm asking a very simple question here. Was the reason that you let Guamgo back in because you were afraid of him threatening to strike you some more? Which did happen, correct?
No, it wasn't the strikes. It wasn't the strikes. No, it wasn't strikes. The strikes fucked me up a lot, but it wasn't the strikes that was the reason. That's not true. I saw that this drama was going to go on for numerous fucking months, and it was going to be 3-hour video, 4-hour video back, and no one had that in them, especially with the fact that we were all young. So I proposed to Board Gamer that if he truly wanted peace, we'd all sort this out privately and drop the fucking videos, because at this rate, it would be just shit-slinging, and there's no winners there. Everyone's a fucking loser.
Right.
We all
dropped the
we
videos
all
of him
acknowledged
associating with
we all
somebody who had CPU of a 6-year-old.
I mean, didn't you also remove the video on That Board Gamer? Is there like another reason behind that?
The board gamer thing was dropped because regarding the situation, he was contacting the police and they just didn't want to engage because they didn't classify the image as CSAM. Same with Guamgo as well. He contacted the FBI. They came in. They said that they wouldn't prosecute an image like that.
Okay, regardless of like legality, right? Like, like it was pretty obvious. It was like a sexualized image of like somebody that was either
Oh
a
yeah, it was a
minor or
bad
seemed to
image,
be,
and
right?
he got justifiably criticized for it when it happened, as anyone else should.
Are you familiar with the charges of obscene material of a minor?
In the UK, it's indecent.
That's fine.
If Board Gamer and Guamgo were in the UK, something they're aware of, they're aware themselves that it would be a completely different situation. But in their respective countries, it wouldn't be prosecuted. The FBI are really fucking specific when it comes to CSAM material, and in Belgium,
But it's
they
not.
wouldn't
It's
prosecute.
not. I think you went too far in arguing that it's CSAM material, but I think that there is a very good argument to be made that it was obscene material of a minor, which is different and distinct from the charges of CP. It's a lower grade felony, a felony nonetheless.
Obscene material. So there's a charge like that in the US, obscene material of a
Correct.
minor.
Correct.
Right, legalistically, I was going into the lascivious exhibition of a minor's genitalia region. That's the main claim I was going for.
We saw your video. I looked into that. The problem is that that's hi Dickens. The problem with that is it's very, very, very like specific on what can be considered CP because of how serious it is as a charge. On the other hand, obscene material of a minor is less strict. The obscenity laws in the United States are pretty specific, but once you cross those, it is pretty clear cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
And although it is a more minor charge, pun not intended, it is still a serious charge that carries years in prison. And yeah, I mean, I think what happened was, everybody got caught up on the CP thing, and there's a better argument to be made with obscene material of a minor.
What I saw it as, it was going to be like a back and forth legalistic definition throwing of two, basically an 18-year-old and a 17-year-old who don't know much about US law going back to back. And it got to the point where I actually got police involved and were like looking at the situation. Eventually that got dropped because the police didn't give a fuck about the situation, unfortunately. But from what it was just looking at, it was two people threatening to get lawyers and litigation, which clearly wasn't going to happen. But
well,
it was just a complete shit show.
Here's the only reason I'm bringing it up, because I think in terms of intentionality and stuff like that, clearly the guy like didn't have like that material on his computer for like evil reasons, and he accidentally showed it, right? But for Guamgo to say that he has legally debunked this argument is complete horseshit. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, it is still very much criminal. May not be CP. Still very much criminal.
If there's one person that discussed in like the amount of detail that of course you have and Amos has regarding all of this, it would be me, especially in privates, like directly to Guamgo, even before anything happened. I've seen the card that he received and like the Ring doorbell videos that he had of like FBI informants and stuff. I've seen the evidence. Obviously, you're gonna have to go with a trust me, bro, and my credibility isn't the best. But I've personally seen it myself, and I can confirm that he has contacted these people specifically in that case. Obviously, he can't include that footage because I believe that there'll be some privacy law he breaks in
Right.
that.
Yeah, I'm not disputing any of that. Now, there are people who do dispute that and think it's fake. I'm not disputing any of that because I don't need to for this argument to work. They can not pursue charges, but that doesn't change the fact that what he had was criminal. And that doesn't change the fact that he did not legally debunk it. He legally debunked the fact that people would be pursuing charges on it, but that does not change the fact that what was on the computer was criminal.
Wait, he didn't. I don't believe he ever possessed the image on his computer.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
not
it's-
on his hard drive.
Yeah, it was... okay.
It was from a stream.
Right. It was on his clipboard and then in a group chat, right? So it was in his Discord logs. My apologies.
Not that much better.
Right. It really doesn't change much. Gonna be real.
Well. If it was on his hard drive, that infers that he saw the image and then saved it nonetheless.
I
If
mean,
it's
that-
if it's on the
doesn't
clipboard, that
change
mean there's a lot more.
Sure, let me be specific. Let me be specific about it. It was on his clipboard and in his Discord logs. And was shown to a stream with hundreds of people. Which he blamed you for, Parlo. He very directly blamed you for.
He's gone back on that.
No, he hasn't. Whenever he's
Has he
questioned,
not?
he has not, Parlo. Anytime he's asked about September 22nd, he refers to the 2-hour video that he made in response, quote unquote, which, by the way, 1 hour and 35 minutes in, and he still hasn't talked about it. He talks about it for a total of 7 minutes, and in that 7 minutes, he blames you multiple times. And to this day, he still refers to that video as the tell-all reason for why that is legally debunked.
We've had a talk before. I really don't see how I'm to blame for that situation.
I completely agree.
Because there's the inference that I was complicit in this would infer that I knew that he had I knew that the image was uncensored. I didn't tell him when I apparently overlooked at this evidence, which I didn't, and then he went ahead and streamed it, which would infer that I intentionally did that to fuck him over.
Let me be clear. Let me be very, very clear. I do not blame you for that situation. The only part that I think you are touched in is the fact that you saw him send you those uncensored images and then still did the stream with him. I think that should have been enough to show that this guy's insanely reckless and should not be trusted with these gravity of allegations, right? But that aside, you are not to blame for it to be being shown, right? Because it's his responsibility as the person who is streaming it, obviously. But that's what he said about you. And do you know what he also said in that response video, which again, he still refers people to this day? He said that when you saw those images in the voice call that you had with him, you were excited. He verbatim says that, Parlo.
Excited in what
Yes,
context?
and that he was confused because you were excited
Wait, hang
about
on.
it. I promise, I swear to God, Parlo, I watched this less than 2 weeks ago. Like, he literally said you were excited, and he was confused by the fact that you were excited because obviously it's disgusting material. And your response was like, you were excited, and you were like, oh, we're really going to bring him down now.
I mean, that does sound like something Barlow would say.
Oh, please.
Okay, come on, Amos. Come on, Amos.
Come on.
No. The first thing I said when I watched that video, you can watch my VOD back of me watching it. The first thing I say when that happens is I say, listen, after all this Defender stuff, I don't have a great opinion of Parlo, but I will defend him on this one. I cannot believe in a world where he would look at, like, potential CP. It was still up in the air at that point, and literally be excited. I could not imagine that.
Well, because what I
clear, I
remember
was
was that when
joking.
it was sent, and Guamgo knows about this because I spoke to him about it. He knows that when he sent it, like, I immediately went to like my mutuals at the time. Obviously, I'm not like a snaky cunt now, but I wouldn't say that in this situation it's not uncalled for. I immediately went to people and said that like, holy shit, what the fuck is he doing? I mean, I proved that in that video if you compared the timestamps. So I'm not sure where the idea that I was fucking ecstatic and like fucking wiggling my little fingers at this came
I
from.
don't think you are. I'm just trying to tell you that this guy that you are consistently defending, that is what this guy thinks of you. That is what this guy is saying about you.
I mean, the guy also like total backstabbed you the second like the optics were bad. He like
Yes.
dropped multiple videos on you. I mean,
And like, to be clear, I'm not trying to like be like, oh, you shouldn't associate with this guy. Like, I'm not trying to do
No,
that.
obviously.
I'm just saying, like, it does not cognitively make sense to me how you are like on my stream right now defending this guy against multiple different things when this is the way that this guy treats you.
With the DeviantArt stuff, I'm 100% certain that is like not him.
That's
like
fine.
I've known this guy
That's
for
fine. We already
ages. I
covered
know
that. We
he's
already
not a
covered that.
pedophile.
That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Regarding the Yarrow stuff, I spoke to him about it. I'm certain that he has a response for it. That is what he told me, that he has a response and it's a weak point. Regarding that's what he told me.
I
That's what
mean,
he told me.
Parlo, you
this
need
is
to,
the same guy.
Parlo, wait, hold on, Amos. Parlo, you have to clarify when you say that it's a weak point. Every single time you say that, you have to clarify that that's what he said, because I'm just telling you now, it makes you look horrible saying that.
Yes,
Like,
on God, that's what he told me.
Right, and I'm not
relaying
saying
it.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying that that's what you're saying. I'm just saying you need to clarify that because it makes you look horrific when you try to call it a weak point, or it seems like that, right? Because I'm gonna be so real with you. When we talked about it just a couple minutes ago, we covered every reason as to why it is not a weak point. Okay, like he is going to have to do some crazy mental gymnastics, which he is very accustomed to doing, to try to make that sound like a weak point. Okay, like it's bad, man. And then like with this September 22nd stuff, the guy threw you under the bus and continues throwing you under the bus to this day. Every single time it is brought up, like within the past couple of months during the Ducky situation, his direct response is to watch my response, the 2-hour shit fest, where he talks about the allegations for 7 minutes. And the whole reason that it's like that, in my opinion, okay, obviously I'm not saying this with 100% certainty, but in my opinion, he made that video 2 hours and include a section of Side-Eye saying that he's a time traveler because he knows that a lot of people aren't going to make it that far. And just be assured by the fact that it's a 2-hour video. But nonetheless, in those 7 minutes, he repeatedly throws you under the bus. Right? So, and that's my only point in that. Like, I'm not trying to get you to do anything. I'm just trying to tell you that this guy that you're defending on this is, like, at every turn, he's fucking you. Okay? And like the reason I bring this up is because this is kind of a theme that you and I talk about a lot, right? Like, you let these people in and continuously give good faith to these people who have your worst interests in mind. Like, I saw recently, is this true? I saw recently that like Corminx is back. Is that
No.
true?
No. He came to me and apologized because he saw that I was responding. I'm not sure what public perception. From what I'm seeing, people are kind of gearing up for this response to actually be pretty coherent, which is not what they were doing a week prior. He got talked on by Dickers, and it was really embarrassing. He basically admitted that he was extorting me. He wanted me to pay an extra $100 for him to upload on my channel when I didn't have access to it. Pretty fucking weird. He acknowledged that it was indefensible and bad, and he apologized to me. I was like, okay, thank you. I'll be including that in the video, plus his admission that he was extorting me. Not much has changed there. So, no, I didn't take him back. He's still left.
Okay, so I guess you
He's
just
still
like
gone.
worded your like thing really badly because like in your what is it?
Oh yeah, I
It's on
conflated
your
two things.
Twitter.
On my Discord announcement, I stated that I've got 2 deals with Rin and Frev monetarily, but I worded it in a sense that like I also have Corminx on board monetarily, which isn't the case. Nah, He's not.
Okay.
He's not editing.
Well, thank you for
He's a good
clarifying
editor,
that.
but unfortunately,
He's not a good editor, Parlo.
I thought it was pretty good editing for my channel.
He
He had
sucks.
tenacity.
I'm sorry. He fucking sucks. He's one of the worst editors I've seen. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to burst that bubble, man.
I was pretty content with his editing, but when he did what he did like 5 fucking
dude.
times, then
Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's actually that's the thing that you have said in this that I've had the most issue with. Okay. Like, okay. Okay. Well, like, listen. Amos, do you have anything else?
Yeah, so I just want to make sure before I like go into this. So you said one of the reasons why you took down the Guamgo video was also because the CP was proven to not be like illegal, right?
For the September 22nd, to be specific.
Yes.
Wait, hang on. No, see, which video are you talking about here?
Any of the Guamgo videos that you took down?
I believe I only made 2.
Okay. The one where you talk about the September 22nd situation, you took it down because it was not found to be illegal. Was that one of the reasons?
So that video was because of the mini Blocksia situation, and it
Which
was
is
also,
September 22nd, correct?
No, the mini Blocksia situation is different.
Different.
September
Okay.
22nd, yeah.
My bad.
But like the victim of mini Blocksia, I wrongly paraphrased as saying that like she didn't want her shit to be public.
Okay. So I guess like I'll like loop back. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a cucked version of Hempleton's point, okay? Would you agree that it's still like totally fine to criticize this guy, even if it's like not illegal, because it's still like extremely reckless? Like we're not trying to call this guy like a pedophile or anything. Like
No,
the
he's
whole point
he's
is
aware of
like,
that himself. Yeah,
this
he's
guy's
aware
like
of that himself.
incredibly reckless. And
Yeah,
then
no,
I
he
keep
said to me in calls that like he was like he did something like extremely retarded at 16. I don't think it should define him as a person, but like
I think
yeah,
it's
it
a
was
bit
bad.
more.
Really bad. It was really bad. He acknowledges it as like a fucking massive screw up. However, he compared it to not being as bad as my recent situation. I mean, I guess in terms of like I've been raped with 1 million views, but like I still think September was very bad.
Well, it paints a picture of this guy's like whole character, that he's incredibly reckless with like everything he touches. Like
What do you mean with
like
everything he touches?
I've been looking into this guy and there's like so much shit against him that's like actually like ridiculous.
Parlo, you need to understand, we're some real A-loggers, man. We're some real A-loggers, man. All right, we're gonna find everything, and like we have found some horrifically raped stuff, even in just the Ducky videos, man, which is some of the most non-tent bullshit I've ever seen in my life. Like this guy never ceases to use opportunities to like, and we haven't even talked about the side-eye stuff, man.
Oh,
Like-
true, yeah.
Like that's the thing too. Like you
Okay, I'm
extensively talked about
interested.
the
What
side-eye
do
stuff.
you think about Sad Ice? What do you think about Sad Ice?
I think Side Ice is a terrible person, but he doesn't deserve to get falsely accused of being a fucking like pedo. And then let's talk about the fact that like that's another point about the Yarrow stuff, right? So Side Ice, and for anybody who doesn't know, because I don't expect you guys to know this glupshitto fucking Roblox stuff, Side Ice was a guy who doxed people, who swatted people, who was like this really fucking bad person, okay? But Guamgo went out of his way to falsely accuse him with pedophile accusations that he couldn't even back up, and even admitted to Parlo that he couldn't back them up. Now, the problem, that's already terrible on its own. But then you add the fact that one of the allegations against Side Ice that was unproven, by the way, is the AICP thing. One of the big giant problems with that is that he was literally in a group chat with a guy who had CP of a 6-year-old, admitted to having CP on his computer, and who sent AICP in the fucking group chat. So like
regarding
what?
regarding the AICP, to my knowledge, it was an image of Scar, who's 15. But it was like a bikini photo, but I still said it was
which
indefensible.
AICP? Which AICP? Which AICP? Which one?
Wait, I'm not defending it. I just want to make that very clear.
No, but
I just want to make that very clear.
which one? The Guamgo, the Yarrow one, or the Side Ice one.
The Yarrow one.
Okay. I was like really close to saying if you were gonna defend that.
No,
You
no,
like you
no,
retract
no, no, no,
everything
I'm not
about
fucking
Quavo
doing
you've
that.
ever said, okay?
Listen, dude, I'm not. Listen, dude, nah.
Okay. Okay.
Or
Well, thank you
fucking
for
board game or
clarifying.
whatever.
Either way, I think that that's still just like it's still the point rests, right? That like this guy's willing to make false pedophile allegations about a guy that he hates and has been in beef with, but then when it comes to this guy that he's openly associating with in a group chat, not reporting to any form of authorities, and who's sending AICP in a group chat verifiably that he saw, he's not doing anything about it.
Wait, so regarding the bikini image, it was can't remember. He was trying. It was Yarrow trying to frame one of my at the time friends for having that image when he never fucking did. Legally, I don't know if that can be called that specific one, but he did create other instances of AICP regarding that girl and was harassing the fuck out of her.
Okay, there you go. Like, I'm no offense, Parla, no context needed there. Because regardless of even if this AICP point falls on its face in terms of it being sent in the group chat, there was already borderline CP sent in the group chat. There was already admissions from Yarrow himself that Guamgo saw that he had CP on his computer and was deathly afraid of being reported. And destroyed evidence because that's how afraid he was.
Regarding, so what's your stance on the side-iced AI CP thing? Because
I think that he
pretty
blatantly
contested.
he blatantly admitted that he didn't have enough proof behind it. So that's not a fucking, regardless of the way that you're going to contend it or not, he literally told you that he did not have enough proof to even verify that it was true.
I'm not going to contend. I'm not going to contend anything. I genuinely don't know if that situation was real or not.
But that's what I'm saying. Guamgo himself didn't know if it was real. And so to go public with those allegations and call him a pedophile repeatedly and use it as a justification to dox him is insane.
Wait, defenders in chat saying it was cheese pizza. And I had to tell Yarrow, wait, no, that is true. There was an instance where Yarrow had posted something in the group chat and then removed it. And
yes,
to my knowledge,
wasn't that when Yarrow literally verbatim asked, "Is this CP, guys?" And then even Defender, who has a crazy past of doing horrific things, even Defender says, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Take that out." If that's not rape, I don't know what is, dude. That is
I do
bad.
remember that. I remember that.
And Guamgo was present for that. So, like, again, my point still rests, right? My point still rests. This guy is willing to make unverifiable allegations of pedophilia and then can't speak up because, I don't know.
What I don't like is that in the videos, I was presented as basically a pedophile, and I was being called Diddy and Epstein, and I'm being fucking harassed to hell as a pedophile. And he can't make one single clarification that I'm not a fucking pedophile. And this entire thing has been maligned and twisted that I got off sending my document to little children when it was talking about how I was taken advantage of, in which I think this
Yeah,
stream
it's
has
a really
fucking...
good point. I mean, yeah, I completely agree with you. I think if the guy like gets to talk about like pedophiles on like the internet, I don't think he can really argue against you that like you made your experience public. I think that's probably fucking stupid as shit.
My entire life has been completely destroyed by little retarded kids calling me a fucking pedophile for this, and it absolutely needs to be, this shit needs to be fucking, it needs to be stopped, and there needs to be some kind of clarification. I'm fucking hoping, at least on his end, that he can fucking platform my response, and then this shit can get sorted out, because, like, I can't tell you the strain that it's had on me, and I'm not going to go into detail because I don't want to get accused of fucking baiting. But dude, it's been hell. It has been genuine hell. I'm being called a fucking pedophile, and there's been no evidence laid out at all how this is pedophilia. This is just a buzzword that's being thrown around, and it doesn't help that his thumbnail at the very start, when there was like 5,000 views in like
5 hours. It had Diddy in the fucking title. I mean,
He also farmed off of your suicide.
Yeah.
Like he verbatim made a thumbnail of you hanging, and no, what? So there was the hanging one, but then that was when you guys were still friends. I don't know why the fuck you were okay with that, but then like afterwards, when you did that thing where you said the blood on your hands mine on Dickers, his initial thumbnail that he had to change was
my main
literally
problem.
was literally
My main
him saying
problem.
like dead, missing, fucking like, yeah.
My main
Wait, hold
problem.
on to
It was.
Wait,
it
wait,
was-
let Parlo
yeah,
respond,
sorry.
and then you can go.
Okay. It was the victimization of Mugen, who is a disgusting fucking cybercriminal piece of shit human being, who completely destroyed my channel, and now I'm going to pursue him with all the things that I have at my disposal, and I will be getting my fucking channel back and raining hell on all the people who fucking lied about me. But it's just like, I begged Guamgo to like, dude, can you clarify that, like, first of all, there's so much misinformation that's been spread. I never used the funds on gay sex trips. I fucked up. I admit to that. And I'm more than transparent in my response video with that. It is not something that I'm going to contest with. It was just me not being able to concede, and it was me being hard-headed and retarded when I was in that debate. I literally didn't see how much of a problem it was. But again, there's so much misinformation, and I fucking begged. I just begged, Guamgo, can you make a clarification at the start of your video that I'm not a fucking pedophile? Because that is what everyone is flooding onto my channel saying. And there has just been no. Aram, who edits the video, refused to fucking do that. He refused to put in the fucking video that I was not a pedophile. They weren't even aware that the first video on me was going to get 1 million views. But now the fucking damage is done. I don't hate him at all, okay? But
You should.
It fucked up with me so much that he couldn't, after the fact that I've known this guy for so long, he couldn't just clarify that I'm not a fucking pedophile to my own fan base. So now I don't have a platform, and this guy's just taken literally. I've been completely fucking backstabbed by so many people, and it's just fucked with me so much. Like
I did just want to clarify
I got assaulted by fucking Wolfgang, okay? And despite me coming out, my fucking document that I was told to be as transparent as possible with got maligned that I got off to sending fucking sexual-based shit to children, and that's not the fucking case at all. And now it's just fucked.
I just wanted to clarify the hanging image. You were originally going to use that for your Naughty Forsyth video, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to clarify that he didn't make the image. It was like specifically Parlo was gonna like make it as like a victim thing because he claims to be a victim of Nat.
Yeah. So, are you okay if I bring Bringer in? I vetted it, and he's not gonna like fucking try to rape you or anything. Is that okay?
We'll see what happens, but it's almost 5 o'clock, and I've been procrastinating with my video.
Okay. All right.
I just want to clarify to people saying that it was not assault. You have Wolfgang quite literally admitting. First, he said he had express consent. Then he admitted he completely made that the fuck up, and he acted on impulse with no consent. Clinical retardation, if anyone defends that. He knows exactly what he was doing and what happened.
The overall
make
point
that-
with the Gramgo stuff, Parlo, though, was that he's like extremely reckless. He has a career built off of recklessness. Like even with the Ducky thing, he went to a server with over 70,000 members or something like that, and was like trying to like see if he could get proof from Ducky while calling him out in a public server for proof of if he had sex with like a 16-year-old or something.
Well, that was because I forwarded that situation because I heard it from a commentary YouTuber, and I was like wondering whether that was true or not.
Well, yeah, but don't you think he could have like reached out in DMs or something? Like, does that not just like prove my overall point that this guy's extremely reckless with his platform?
Yeah.
And then like even on top of that, when he was like dog whistling to his audience to see if he could copyright strike Ducky, this guy like lies on his community post saying that like Ducky is like copyright striking him, or like it's very weird timing. And then like I get all of Ducky's copyright strike history, and there's nothing of Guamgo's.
There is a DM of Ducky. So Ducky was attempting to pay a miner $300 to strike someone, and he claimed that these DMs weren't real. But in his DMs with his close friend, there's literally proof given to me of him threatening to get the docs information of a miner, strike them, and then Ducky falsely accused this miner of being a pedophile.
To be clear, I'm not defending Ducky. I mean, Ducky's done like retarded shit all the time, and he's probably done bad shit too. Okay, I'm not defending Ducky. I'm just saying that there's real criticism with how Guamgo handled that situation.
I told Ducky this. I didn't really watch his response or Guamgo's videos. I do know loosely about it, but I only really started looking in recently because Ducky's been lying about me.
Yeah. That's fine. Can I?
Is Bringer gonna join?
Yeah, Bringer's gonna join. I just want to show you this first. Why did Guamgo accuse Side-Iced of kidnapping people? Do you know what that's about? Look at my screen share.
What is this?
Do you know anything about this?
Oh wait, I haven't even watched the stream. I was sorry. What is this?
Check my screen share. Why did Guamgo accuse Side-Iced of 2 kidnapping attempts?
Oh, okay. This is because he was believed to be XD Gamer, and XD Gamer was threatening to. Actually, Trividex was fucking lying, just literally for attention. He just does that. He's literally just a chronic liar. And he attempts to interject himself in shit. I think Trividex, at the age of 13, met up with, from what I was told, Nathrix at 23. Not
That's
sure
a
about
rumor,
that.
to be clear.
It's a rumor. I got told that. I just want to clarify that's a rumor. There's no evidence behind that. It was something I was told, and Trividex, I don't think, denied it. But regarding the
that's not
kidnapping,
proof, but-
did he not deny it? I remember I got in a Twitter argument with him, but the memory of that's foggy.
I'm saying with Trividex, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I'm talking
I
about
mean-
Trividex. Is it not true?
I mean, it's just a rumor. If the guy says it or not, I mean, I'm gonna need like not side and shit before I think it's real or not.
Yeah, I'll see. I'll see about that. So in regards to the kidnapping, Trividex claimed that he was getting kidnapped by XD Gamer. Again, that turned out not to be true. So it's more or less Trividex lying and lack of verification. But Side-Ice did dox like very, very many people. What were the other claims that he made?
The kidnapping thing was the only thing I wanted to address because I thought it was funny as fuck.
I mean, but does that not like also again just go further on to prove my point about this guy that he just ran to Twitter thinking that he was XD Gamer too?
I do think Side-Ice played a part in XD Gamer. XD Gamer had screenshots only Side-Ice could provide. I think XD Gamer was a group of people, not just one person. He was essentially the first A-logger before the farms. I think it was a group of people. It was ran, I think, Side-Iced, and it was also GenLogic Stan, a pretty like racist Nazi CP poster. So yeah. And they had contact with one another in 2021, so it was a group of people.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
All right, let's bring Bringer in. Hi, Bringer.
Hi. Sorry. I just wanted to call in real quick, just give a couple, like, just shotgun fire a couple things. What's your thoughts on Phoenix, Guamgo's old moderator?
I told I hate Phoenix. He's an asshole, and I told them to get rid of him.
You're
because-
aware of, like, the stuff he's alleged of, you know?
Yeah, no, I was like one of the main people who pushed for his deplatformation. The dude doxed like 34 people and nuked servers. terrible person. He was part of Zoned. He used to be
Yeah,
around Side Eyes.
that's exactly my point, though, because I mean, I was sure that you already knew, but like, if you knew that this, okay, first of all, maybe I'm overextending a little bit too hard. Did you know Phoenix was a part of Zoned while he was with Guamga?
What is zoned?
I only learned like progressively, but like I hated his ass. When I would be in like servers and stuff, this guy would consistently just like denigrate,
We
not denigrate, instigate shit.
we need context. We need context. What's zoned?
I'll
Oh,
explain it for you.
do I explain? It was like a group of people who were like loosely connected to Side Eyes at certain points. It
They were
contained like they were.
with XD Gamer.
I don't think they were that related to XD Gamer. They're more of like their own kind of thing. They would dox people, extort people, do all of that shit. The group was it was ran by Taps, MP3, Phoenix, some other people. Side Ice joined, then they kind of fell out in 2023. A lot of them were like minors. MP3 was like 13, Phoenix 15, some shit like that. Taps was like 16. So yeah.
But okay, so how aware were you about their like, let's say, how close did you get to like uncovering their allegations, like step by step, as you
I
found
didn't.
out with Phoenix?
In all honesty, I was only focused because this was during my comeback. I was only focused on getting rid of Side Ice for revenge for what he did to me in 2022.
Yeah, but you also
I
hated Bongo during this time, no, too.
no, I fell out with Guamgo after September 22nd. That's where because Schlep tried to bridge the gap after September 22nd, but then it was just like a progressive falling out, and then we started like hating each other during like PR. But I never hated Guamgo at that time. I was alright with both Schlep and Guamgo in 2023. Schlep actually wanted me to come back really badly.
But I mean, it's kind of missing the point of what I'm kind of asking here. I'm asking more like, when did you find out about Phoenix's relationship to Zoned during his time with Guamgo?
I can't put a pin on that, honestly. Probably like upon probably months before he got like ousted out the server.
But wouldn't you say that there was still credible evidence like floating around during this time where Guamgo could have easily figured it out? Like, there were multiple screenshots of him bragging in DMs. Like, do you deny that he was bragging about it in multiple people's DMs or multiple leaks of it?
He only bragged to me, which I screenshotted.
And what did you do with it?
I tried to go around asking for him to get the fuck out because he was a horrible human being.
But he's okay. But at the end of the day, he's still associated with Guamgo, and this person is directly attacking you. No,
Not attacking, but like
well, you get what I
instigating
mean,
and
man. You get
insulting.
what I
Yeah.
mean. And so, like, you have all these awful, awful associations Guamgo has, like, right next to each other, and you still choose to forgive the guy. Like, what? You just must have the heart of gold, like,
with
really,
channel
wow. I must be
moderators,
blessed.
with moderators of Discord servers and like mutuals. Sorry, I gotta
That's
lower
still
my voice.
connected, man.
Wait, hang on. I have moderators. Well, I had moderators in my Discord server who I just never like spoke to and stuff. In respect to Guamgo's associations with Phoenix, they didn't speak at all. Like he was there. It's criticizable, of course. I'm not denying that, but like I barely like knew any times when they spoke, and from what I seen, Guamgo was like, okay, well, he's changed and shit like that from his behavior, but like, he never supported the shit he did.
Okay, well, I'll just move on from that point. What video did you say that you took down because it had misinformation? Just recap.
It was the. It's not this Roblox YouTuber was guilty was the Board Gamer response document one, so that wasn't the one. I forgot what I named my Guamgo video. It was the one about September
Was it either the
22nd.
Yarrow? Was it the Yarrow one or September?
It wasn't the
22nd?
Yarrow one. It was the September 22nd one.
Okay, did you not file a false strike on people who also re-uploaded the video?
Who?
Oh well, I mean, there's Pete. First of all, like, do you deny that one?
Did he re-upload my video?
Yes, he re-uploaded your video, and it has your email.
So it got struck.
Yes.
Well, yeah, don't re-upload the
But you
video.
denied
Like,
this one, I
wait,
sent it.
isn't that a violation of copyright? Like, what?
It's a violation of copyright, but you say you want to leave these up for archival purposes, no?
What videos for archival purposes?
Brother. Brother, the
Wait,
Yarrow
it's like
video
what?
that you took down because you said that it was what, misinformation?
No, the Yara video was child safety.
Okay, but at the end of the day, one of your videos got taken down, right? And then there's proof. There's proof that it's deleted, right? And then you struck someone else who tried to re-upload
Well,
the video.
I never deleted the videos. They were privated.
Okay, but you get the point, man. You get the point now.
No, I don't get the point. For archival purposes is like
Okay,
the
which video had
soul
the
driven love
misinformation
video.
in it that you said you took it down for?
Can you wait? Say that again.
Do I need to rewind the stream? Himpleton, can you confirm this was
No,
said?
no, just say what you said again, because I genuinely
I
didn't pick it
said
up.
which of the videos September? I'm assuming it's September 22nd, right? You said you took it down because it had misinformation in it. Yes.
Yeah.
And then P uploaded both, and he got a strike on one of them. Yes. And there's proof of that.
I struck down his video re-uploading it, yeah.
Yes. So you admit, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. That's not my point here. My point is, why do you also leave up hypocritical videos defending Harry Twinkle and Soul Driven Love if it's for archival purposes, but suddenly when it's someone you like, suddenly I'm gonna strike all videos relating to this, and I'm gonna make sure this stays swept down. Can you understand? Can you
Harry Twinkle videos, because one of them was getting like a lot of views consistently, and my
but your
videos
first one was the
exposed. Wait,
first one
hang on. The video was getting like a shit ton of views consistently, and my videos exposing Harry Twinkle would come on the up next segment, and that was their only form of growth. Because no one gave a fuck about Harry Twinkle after a couple months. So yeah, I kind of wanted those videos to piggyback off the main one. With the soul, wait, and hang on. With the Soul Driven Love one, I was being accused of openly knowing that Soul Driven Love had CP and defending them, which wasn't fucking true at all. And the video proved that if people actually watched. So if I took down the Soul Driven Love video, I'd look like that I was expunging evidence and hiding shit, which simply wasn't the case at all. So I kept up the video, and no one batted an eye about it. They were like, "Oh, I can see why you kept up that video."
Carlo,
So
wait, Bringer. Carlo, the big reason that you gave me as to why you deleted and like unlisted these Squamgo videos was child safety policy, and every video that you mentioned keeping up would fall under that as well. So I don't really understand how the child safety policy thing is a valid argument anymore. I feel like you
No,
debunked it on your own.
No, so the Yara videos were solely focused on this guy disseminating CP, and YouTube, before my channel termination, they would terminate anything to do with the UTTP, specifically on my fucking channel, because it was probably retards mass reporting me. Specifically on my channel, the things that got taken down were spawnism videos, for self-harm and also child safety. That's just whenever you mention anything to do with CSAM. And the UTTP being, wait, hang on, I'm getting to what your point is. The Yara videos consistently talked about CP dissemination, and no matter how many disclaimers you have about child safety, YouTube doesn't give a fuck about the context. Yara was coming around and he was saying that he would mass report the videos talking about him and that he was going to get my channel taken down. Hand on a Bible, he said that. And he got my friend Nif's video taken down because of privacy violations and shit. So this guy...
We're looping. You already said all this. So that doesn't change the fact that one of the videos that you said that you're going to keep up, or that you did keep up, was you defending yourself against CP allegations. Is that not a mention of CP, which runs under the exact same thing that you were just talking about not being okay to stay up?
No, so there's a difference between mentioning it loosely and having a whole video based on it. Hence why my UTTP videos were systematically targeted, because it was videos talking about that entire topic in general, and the dupe situation was completely fine. YouTube will sometimes just selectively punish you for talking about a subject like way more in a certain video and just leave other videos perfectly up and fine. Like my videos talking about the dupe situation were fine, and that's talking about like predator allegations, but I could make a video about what was one of my videos that got taken down? There was a situation to do with who to trust being a pedophile, and videos talking about that would get neutered with child safety guidelines.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just how it is. Unfortunately.
Is there anything else here that we haven't covered yet? Because otherwise I think this has run its course.
I'm just wondering what does that have to do with striking people who re-up re-upload it other than copyright, I guess, but like the video isn't meant to make money. It's just supposed to re-upload a video you took down.
Would I strike re-uploads? I obviously can't do that now. I've told people who've uploaded like UTTP videos, which I've uploaded. So for example, I uploaded like a shit ton of UTTP videos, and the reason why I took them down, people lied, claiming it was me covering for like the actions of people in it. That's not the reason. It was covered because Anime Sucks said that he would spam report it, and my past videos have always gotten limited ads. Like limited ads, demonetized, 18 plus, or just child safety. And I'll tell you up front right now, the reason why I was terminated, the Mugen shit was like the third and final strike, but the second strike I received was from a UTTP video about Gooseworks and Amazing Digital Circus and shit like that. My other strike was from the Spawnism UTTP video, which was complete bullshit. And I received a warning over a year ago on a UTTP Gooseworks video. So it's literally been every mention of the fucking UTTP my channel has been neutered for. But it's so bullshit because everyone else can make a fucking video about the UTTP and they're perfectly fucking fine. I kind of overspoke. What was your point again?
I mean, I think you made your point pretty clear, right? Here's another situation I want to bring up. What is can you explain who Grimsy is for everyone in the audience?
A small commentary channel who's big during 2020, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
And
what
then
was his
he
main
started
criticisms on you?
growing in 2022.
And what were his main criticisms on you?
That I made shit content, AI voice, associating with Nathrix.
That main one?
And clickbait, I think.
Okay. So my question is, right, why did you always said that you were going to show this big doc showing that he sent revenge porn to multiple people. Do you still stand by this, and do you still have the proof of that, even though he's not around
No,
anymore?
if you looked on the stream, which was Tommy and C's stream, we actually discussed the situation for about an hour or two. Again, I said I misunderstood the situation. Grimsy came to terms with that. I apologize. I obviously retracted the document, and I told him that another big YouTuber who was big in 2020 but died down in 2021. I'm not going to say their name. They were going around spam reporting his channel, and I was getting blamed for it. I did want to give him, of course, the Jalen leaked that screenshot. I did want to give him a strike as well, which was fucked, completely understandably fucked at the time. I've been very public about that. I told Grimsy to private auth his videos to prevent that third strike from happening, and he did, and his channel's fine now.
Great. Asked and answered. All right, I'm done giving a fuck about any of this, to be completely honest with you.
Right.
Listen, there's a couple of people who really need to speak real quick, and then we're gonna end this segment.
Yeah.
All right. There you go, Kathy. Got what you fucking wanted.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello, Pardo. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Have been watching you since 2025. And I wanted to make a statement regarding your drama. I think you won. You are on the right. You are the righteous one. And not because of your document or anything you said, but because IA had a video saying that Ethan fucking Klein
my
is
God.
justified in his lawsuits. He had a whole video saying Ethan Klein, oh, they deserve a lawsuit. They deserve the lawsuit. They suck. Ethan Klein is the best. And IA said that on his YouTube channel. He's has no
Disgusting.
moral, he has no ethics, he has nothing. He's evil. So I'm gonna ask, since Pardo you didn't have any take on this subject, do you support Ethan Klein lawsuits, yes or no?
No.
No?
He said no. Yeah.
Okay, Pardo,
Awesome.
thank you very much. You are the best, Pardo. You are vindicated 100%. Don't listen to anyone. IA is the worst. He's such a pathetic loser. You shouldn't even live. Do you know IA has little brothers? Can we?
Okay, no, Kathy. Nope. You're no. Bye, Kathy. All right, that was a great call in. Okay. What the fuck, dude? What is this happen? What the fuck? Copy, you were doing great. Okay, what the fuck is that? Hello?
What the fuck, dude?
What the fuck was that? Okay, sorry about that, Parlo, but I'm glad that you got some support. I think that that's all we really need right now. Once you have your receipts ready for all the Defender stuff, I would love to talk to you again about that. I obviously am going to cover your response in regards to the IA stuff. I do wish you the best of luck with the police thing. I know that you know my stance on that. That you are just very fucking retarded for not making sure to age verify, but obviously you're not a pedophile.
Yeah, if you saw the DMs between me and IA, the first thing I did was ask for ID verification.
Right.
It's everything I've done moving forward. I promised I would do that, and of course,
and
done
that's
that, yeah.
and that's great. That's obviously the criticism is it should have been done in the first place, but I do understand, and I wish you the best of luck, man, and talk to you later.
All right, see ya.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Well, that's over for Glomgo. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, the Guamgo. I liked getting some clarification from Barlow on the Guamgo stuff. I liked shaking him up a little bit on that Guamgo stuff because he does need to be shaken up a little bit. He fucking continues to associate with these people. Even when he's not friends with them anymore, he's just like sweeping the fuck for them and like just defending the fuck out of them. Like, it just makes no fucking sense, man.
I was trying to make a large point on how Parlo will like ruthlessly and endlessly attack people who are against him, but the minute they swap sides, it's suddenly like all like fine and dandy with them. And that was my point with Grimsy. I was gonna bring us up as well because like I'm sure you heard him say that he was gonna make a video on us, and you saw the Guambo video. So like my whole large point was I don't know what the fuck Parlo is doing, man. Like, no wonder all these people have such ruthless fucking vendettas against him in his own community because he doesn't clear anything up with them. He just tries to patch wounds that are still there.
Right. Okay, well, there you go. Should we cover the Vexium video? I don't know.
I don't know. You kind of got Kano.
I think honestly, we may just read donos and end it there. I just don't know. Like, there's not really a point to show the recorded call last night between me and IA because everything was covered in that. There's not really a point of me showing my past recordings with IA because, again, he admitted to being a fucking retard and freak. He admitted that all the fucking Vexium stuff that we really already brought up is true. What else do I even have here? Let me see. Got the IA video, which is kind of useless at this point. We've covered everything there. We have
that thing to end stream. I think.
Yeah. All right.
I think short and sweet. Yeah.
All right. Short and sweet, baby. Let me just read through the donos. So we've got Amos for 5, which I forgot to do, and I'm sorry. Can you randomly out of nowhere start singing Charlie Kirk? Sorry about that.
Oh.
We've got hashtag Packwatch, hashtag Pizza Boy, hashtag No Valid Lawsuits. Jesus Christ. We've got an elephant emoji. We've got laughing emojis in chat ASAP. Hashtag delete the channel. Jit started Wolfgang his gang in call. I don't even know what that means, but thank you, Jojo, for the twos. DMs, it's important and relevant. Solskivity, thank you. This guy sucks, literally. Thank you, Solskivity. Ask him, was the head good, though? We did ask that. I'm crying, bro. What am I watching from Shinzu? Thanks for the 5. All right. For once, guys, I'm not going to drag things out. So, more good content soon. I'll probably stream on Saturday and Sunday. So, look forward to that. And I'll talk